he wants us to spend his ability score improvements on.
Mm.
But that would mean changing initiative.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
Yeah. I'm just going to give him the 20 and he can just stay where he is then.
Maybe he won't min-max. Who knows?
It's just the point. He can change it later. It's just I don't like that resource
what was the
being
name? Althuk? The name
Alteruk.
Can you spell that?
ALTARUK.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Clear.
I'm playing D&D with my friends.
Eat your food. I mean, technically, it's not your turn until the end of the initiative, so you got time to eat.
Sky, I'm gonna send you a DM in Discord. Okay,
clear.
So if you want to see the map of Dark Sun, you can use that link, and you'll have a little bit of detail for some of the bigger cities and stuff like that.
And this can all be character knowledge. I'm allowed to know this much about the world?
Yeah.
Okay.
The world is pretty well known and well mapped out. The tablelands are thoroughly explored. There are a number of city-states spread around that control the area, each one controlled by a powerful and evil dragon sorcerer. All right, so to set the stage, the adventurers had arrived in the tiny town of Shazlim en route to Uruk in order to attend a secret meeting of the Veiled Alliance. They had previously passed through Gulg, where they were betrayed by the nobility of Gulg and forced into a deadly hunt. But they managed to escape, and they fell into the hands of the Nibinaeans. The Nibinaeans, being at war with the Gulgans, decided to recruit the adventurers into a scheme to destroy a super weapon that the party had originally brought to Gulg as a gift for the Oba of Gulg, the sorcerer queen of Gulg. After destroying her super weapon and escaping her deadly game, the Red Moon Hunt, the Oba of Gulg and her nobility are quite miffed at the adventuring party, and so they sent an assassin. The assassin joined a caravan that was heading in this direction, and when he realized that the party had rolled into town, he immediately hired every mercenary in town, a large band of men from Cromlin who would work for coin. And he recruited them into a great mob and had them post up in the surrounding buildings so that in the morning, when the party of adventurers came strolling down the thoroughfare, they could hop out and attack. The deadly assassin fired his poisoned magical bow in order to try to kill Creus, the cleric of fire, so that he couldn't do what he did, but the shot missed, luckily, and then Creus' character, Gramorn, cast a wall of fire that is currently burning up all of the hired mercenaries from Cromlin. And they're all dancing around as their tunics burst into flames and their hair just goes up in smoke. In the center of the pack, the assassin, starting to realize that maybe this isn't going to go my way. Daggermaw is going to attack one of the guards there. Let's see here. Daggermaw misses. The hired mercenaries are starting to realize that this is very bad, and they're all going to begin to back away from the wall of fire. Let me check if they take damage.
An opportunity attack.
Wall of fire.
Yeah, they should be taking damage right now for those that are standing in, or whoever might be entering in.
It says each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of that side or inside the wall. So they're going to get the hell out of there. That way they don't take fire damage. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We'll put them here. Dagger Maw will make one attack at that same dude with his reaction. Trying to bite at his heels as he turns to flee. That'll actually hit. How much damage does Dagger Maw do? Bite. D8 plus 7. Okay. So, D8. No, not D20 and D8. D8 plus 7. Save
No, it's actually
one.
D8 plus 8 because he's wearing a magic collar.
Why isn't that on his sheet?
It is. It's in the second one. It's the second line down. The +1 from the collar.
I would never do it that way. All right, well, in that case, it does 9 damage.
Yes.
All right, so Dagger Maw tears into one of the guys as he's trying to turn to flee, and he is mauled to death.
I also provoke an opportunity attack.
Go ahead.
Understood. Attacking now. Bam.
I need to get some ambient battle music going.
I got an 18.
That'll hit.
Fuck, I should have
Power attack,
done
you
the-
forgot.
power attacked. Yeah. No, I didn't forget. I just didn't want to risk it. I only want to power attack when I know for sure that... Hang on, what the fuck?
Yeah,
It's not that.
slow enemies
that.
that are easy to hit. That's when you power
Why
attack.
is it 1d4 plus 8? I don't know why that's 1d4 plus 8. What the hell? What's happened to my rolls? Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. I got it right. Let me try that again. Here we go. A 3, a 1, and a 4. I will re-roll that one. Hey, look at that, Max. So what is that? 8, 19, 11, plus 6, 17.
All right.
No, 15. No, it is 17. What the fuck's wrong with my math today? It is 17 damage. They get dealt 17 damage.
All right.
Sake.
Okay, so they turn to flee, and Dagger Maw killed this one, and you killed that one, and their numbers had dwindled severely.
Is she exposed now?
I had to grab my dice. The horde is depleted down to just 2 men and is no longer a horde. So at this point, it's just these 2 fleeing mercenaries and the assassin who is no longer surrounded by the horde. The assassin will... Let's see. That was a move. The assassin's going to take a shot at Dagger Maw, because Dagger Maw is still mauling one of the men there. So, a 10 does not hit. And then she's going to use a bonus action dash. And she disappears around the side of the building in the back of the street there. These 2 men, they're going to take the dodge action and begin screaming they surrender. And so, Oran, you emerge from the bar. This is like the inn and bar. And at the end of the street, there's a huge conflagration of fire and the sounds of battle. And you can see crossbows firing and a man being mauled by a Jakar. And it's just a whole lot of action down at that end of the street that you're unsure what exactly is going on. So
Right.
Here in the town of Shazlim, there's a elven marketplace over here. There's a bunch of half-giants that are working on some ruins, constructing it into a temple over here. And then there's just all these little adobe village huts that are surrounded by villagers, and many onlookers are coming out to take a look at the ongoing battle or stopping their labors in the ruins here to look at what's going on.
How angry am I about the wall of fire? Is it a danger to the townsfolk, or do I just run over and? Because I feel like I'm almost. Not
Okay,
quite the local
so
sheriff.
in Dark Sun, when you see a fire, I mean, it's not in the field, it's just in the road. And it's not in the building, but some of the buildings are getting scorched, so I don't know how protective you are of the adobe buildings of the town, but they're not going to be permanently harmed by this. What might be a concern is that magic is considered incredibly evil. If you see what you assume to be magic, you might assume that it's a wizard. If you know it's a wizard, you know that wizards have destroyed the planet and desertified everything.
Right.
Any spell casting is
So-
incredibly bad. So if you think that was a wizard, you might be pretty upset that there's a wizard throwing fire around in your town here. But if you don't think it's a wizard, if you think it's just a natural fire that's been set by somebody, maybe you'd be
Yeah,
interested in
no,
putting the
I
fire
can
out.
Figure that out. Yeah. Walls of flame don't just pop up out of nowhere. So I will
Volcanoes.
hurry up to here. Let's see. Stand in front of the cart. Whoop. Okay, how do I? There's gotta be a way to do. Oh, thank you.
F.
Okay. I'll figure out the controls for this too. You can turn my person, but anyway, moving on. I'm going to try to impose myself between the party, the battle, and this kank cart here, and all of you. I think it's best you leave the town. What is this town again?
Shazlim.
It's time you leave Shazlim. I didn't know why those mercenaries were waiting and gathering. I don't know what you've done to cause them to want you. But I'll have no harm come to this town.
Is that what you use your action for?
Well,
This dude is going to turn around and he's going to look at you and he's going to tell you, "It's not us, we've been attacked! Assassin!" And he points down the street to where you see the assassin run behind a building.
And the assassin's running away, right?
Yes.
Right. So, yeah, I'm not going to attack either side. I don't know. I mean,
Sol is a
okay.
fairly charismatic bard and is very convincing when he says, "It wasn't us, it was them."
Well, no,
Okay.
I'd say it like Sol
So
would say
is
it.
this a roll-off
nah, dude.
situation where I'm being
It was
convinced?
him.
No, no.
Yeah.
Just RP. No worries.
Okay.
Did anybody else want to chime in?
I'm kind of more preoccupied with getting this girl.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not going to attack either side. I'm just, halt! Stop your attack. Cease your magic.
Vrensa over here is going to comment. Yeah, what would Vrensa say?
Defend yourselves, but keep the village safe.
I think
Vrensa will
that's
say,
good.
"We mean no harm to the village. We're only defending ourselves."
You should help us catch this criminal.
Then take your vile magic out of here. Alright, that's probably
Okay.
my whole turn, probably by now.
Krius, he's calling your spell vile magic. You got anything to say about that?
No.
Just keep your mouth shut.
He doesn't even know that I casted it, so.
This is true.
No, I have no idea who cast it. It's true.
All
I'm
right.
gonna try to bring some attention towards me for that.
Keldor?
I am going to ignore this. I'm going to ignore. I'm trying to remember his name. Oirin.
Oren, you
Oirin.
don't know my name.
Oh,
The bouncer at the bar, basically.
Alright, I'm going to ignore that.
Well, once we
I'm
can,
going to.
So just before you go, before you take a decision there, my concentration. Do I have to intentionally break it, or can like being interfere like that? Could I, like? stop.
Concentration is broken by two things: taking damage or by casting a different concentration spell.
Well, you can also
Or-
voluntarily just let
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yeah, you can let it go whenever.
So could I let it go after he points that out?
Let it go, let it go. Yes, yes.
Okay, so I let it go. That way the wall of flame disappear in front of you. Mad Dog.
Mad Dog Minion.
Mad dog.
Oh.
Do
As
I
that happens,
know?
I'll say, "Thank thee, whoever you are."
Did I see? I saw the woman head off in this direction, right?
I didn't use a hide. I used a dash. So yeah, you saw it.
Right. Watch what the echo is going to do. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Actually, this one was only 5 for the first diagonal.
Oh, was it? All right then. Where's it then? There.
So like, if you go straight, it would be 5, and then another
5, 10,
10. That's
15,
15, and
20,
then
25,
20, and
30.
then that's. So the next diagonal after the one that costs double is regular cost, and then going this way is regular cost as well.
Right.
It's out to me.
So I can get to there, right?
Okay. So your psionic image chases down the assassin. Are you gonna make an attack?
Not exactly. I'm gonna move to the echo. I haven't moved yet, so I have all of my movement. I use my 15 feet. I expend 15 feet of my own movement. Teleport swap.
Okay. So does your echo go where you were?
Yes. The echo goes where I am. I go where the echo is.
Interesting. All right.
It's literally
Wait,
a...
you use 15 feet of your movement to do that?
Yep. I can
That's-
I can swap places with my echo regardless of how far it is. The echo disappears if it's 30 feet away from me at the end of my turn. So since it was within 30 feet of me between then, I could still teleport.
Okay.
But in order to teleport, I have to expend 15 feet of my own movement. But moving
Okay,
the
but the
echo
echo
itself,
has its own movement.
Yeah.
well, it doesn't actually have movement. Well, kind of. It can. I can move it. I can move it 30 feet in any direction. But it still, so it can technically like fly. But it has its own kind of mass as well, so I can't go underground with it.
Could you though
Or through
like
walls.
send them on top of like one of these houses around here,
I
and then just
could.
swipe yourself on the roof?
Yeah, it's a pretty useful cantrip teleport. It's
I'm
powerful.
very good at moving.
If you were a ranged character, man, that'd be so awesome.
Mm-hmm. Problem is action economy. It takes a lot of actions to do that. Like,
Yeah.
I can't do it in one round because swapping is a bonus action. So, manifesting it is one bonus action, and swapping is another. You'd accomplish roughly you'd accomplish more with like a rogue's dash attack, because then they'd be able to move like 60 feet, whereas I would only be able to move 30.
Yeah, but this is a really good escape tool though,
Uh-huh.
or it closes gaps and stuff like that. Pretty good too.
Uh-huh. Does fill in that niche. So, as soon as I get here, do I see this woman?
Yeah.
Great. Grapple check. Please, gods, be merciful. How do I... My memory's rusty now. No, not acrobatics. Athletics check. Contested against...
DC 16.
20 plus 8 to grapple, then? No, not that button, yep. Come on! Grapple him! You're a big macho man with burly muscle. Fuck you!
Oh my.
The assassin is quick and dodges your hand as you try to grab her.
Come on, be more ruthless. It was a nat 1. What happens? Do I go prone?
Okay. That one. Well, let me load up the crit tables.
Swear to
You
God.
can crit
Right when
fail
it matters.
ability checks?
Yeah.
It's a grapple, and a grapple is an attack.
True.
Oh,
It's technically a different version of an attack roll.
You punch yourself in the bones by accident.
I really should have tried to kill her.
Yeah.
Well, you want to get some information, right?
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to... Because right now, I don't know... Do we know who sent these people? Or is
Not
it just
yet.
like a bunch of people? Yeah.
You
there we
strike
go.
with extreme force. No, wait. That's for a critical hit. For a critical fail, you lose your footing while attacking and fall to the ground, bumping your head. Fall prone. Roll a DC 10 con save. On a failure, you take a D6 damage and are knocked unconscious for a minute.
Oh, I love
Hide
this.
your con.
18. So I have
Okay.
a. Oh, it's a saving throw.
Yeah.
It's a Constitution saving throw.
Rolling that save. Come on. There we go. 18.
All right. So you go prone, but you manage to not smack your head on the sharp stones laying at your feet there.
Damn it.
Okay. Vrensa is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And Vrensa is going to yell at these two men, surrender, and point her bow at them. And they're both going to put up their hands, letting their weapons fall to the ground, and say, "We were just hired muscle. We got no beef against you." Vrensa says, "Stand there and don't move." So Vrensa's going to hold her bow on them. Krius, what do you do?
I'd just like to point out, before we carry on, I can still grapple. I have
Oh,
extra
you're
attack. I
still
should be able to.
conscious?
Yeah, with disadvantage from prone, but you can grab an ankle if you want.
I'll try and grab her ankle. Mom, don't go to the store without me. Dad, don't abandon me.
Hang on, actually, you could also stand up to get rid of the disadvantage, but there might be an attack of opportunity coming your way if you do that, so that's your call.
Yeah, sure, go for it. I'll stand up.
You stand up. All right, the assassin will try to stab you as you get up, and that's a 15 to hit.
What's the DC? What's the
What is your AC?
my AC? Oh, 15 to hit. Oh no, it doesn't hit. I have a AC 17.
Okay.
Right, try grabbing her again. Fuck's sake! If I will grab this woman with all of my hands. DC. Okay, here we go. Rolling. Grab her! Grab her!
20.
Ah,
22.
all right. With your second attempt, you manage to grab her by the wrist and hold her in place. She has no more movement, and Vrensa went. Krius, it's your turn.
I moved 30 feet over here, across the street between the buildings, and I prepare to cast a spell in case she crossed my sight.
Sure.
And I'm preparing Gilded Bolt.
Guided bolt. So ready to action, guided bolt when you see target.
Yep.
All right.
I'm not gonna attack a guard or something like that, but if it's one of the enemy, I'm gonna attack that one of them.
Are you back along?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, it's your move. Big
Okay.
dog, what do you do?
Move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45, 50, and I will dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Yeah.
40.
Using all of your giant hyena movement, you flank the enemy.
I just want to confirm that I've got her in like an arm lock, like it's behind her back.
Sure.
And I get real close to her face and I whisper, "Nice try, Missy, but you're not getting away from this that easily."
I just like start panting really heavily in her face and make her smell my dog breath.
All right.
It's my turn.
I can smell that too. Oh God. Next up is Sol, I think.
Okay, so
Oh, I should probably
Now-
mention my echo D-squares.
let me bring up his character sheet real quick. See what he can do.
Some bard stuff.
Yeah, he can do some bard stuff. He's probably going to throw a bardic inspiration on somebody.
Vicious Mockery, Minor Illusion, Thunderclap. Those are his cantrips.
On one of our kank.
Okay.
pretty inspired to pull on the chariot.
Okay, so he will throw a bardic inspiration at Creus. Once within the next 10 minutes, you can roll. What is his dice? I think it's a D6.
It might be a D8.
He's only Bard 5. I'm not sure. Let me double check.
Yeah, because he has
thought-
like 1 or 2 level
Yeah.
in fighting.
Let me see what Bard 5 gives him.
D8.
Yeah, it became a D8 at 5th level. So, Creus, when you fire your shot, if you fire your shot, you can add an extra D8 to the attack roll.
Okay. Or to a defense roll.
And after he Bardic Inspires, he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 over to here and sort of press himself against the wall of this building. And he's going to shout at these 2 guards, "I've got you covered as well! Don't you move!" Back to the top, Daggermaw is going to go bark, 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 and charge forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So Daggermaw charges all the way to here and begins barking furiously from around behind Keldor. What's Daggermaw's movement? Is it 30?
Yep, 30.
All right, that's as far as Daggermaw can go in one turn. Not quite enough to get in close. The hired mercenaries, they continue to have surrendered. They're injured. They're just gonna hold their injuries and try to stem the flow of blood. Their weapons lay on the ground, and they are posing no threat. The assassin is going to make a acrobatics check to try to get out of your grapple.
What's the DC?
What's your athletics or acrobatics? It's 10 plus.
Passive. 18.
So passive 18. All right. She fails. I don't think rogues get multi-attacks. That's probably the best she can do there.
Rogues get extra attack. They don't get multi-attack. No. Sneak
Well,
attack,
I'm
no.
using a monster stat block, and multi-attack is what they call it. The assassin makes 2 short sword attacks, so I guess the assassin does have multi-attack. So I'll make a second attempt at escaping. Rolling pretty low. She fails twice. She struggles mightily against your grapple, but cannot break free. So she's going to look at you, and she's going to say, "Don't kill me. I can make it worth your while." And then, Oren, what do you do?
Well,
You're not near her. Just want to confirm that real quickly.
right, I'm going to kind of. Darn it, I'm not trying to move that. All right, let me.
Are you locked? No, you're not.
There we go. There we go. Okay.
Giant's
I'm going to
gang.
come up.
Kanks are large.
There we go.
Bug.
I'm coming up to here. I see villagers. I'm going to try to make sure that they get ushered away and aside. But looking at these people coming in, I say, now that's more like it. Nobody else has to die. We've got. Okay, now I'm up here with Vrenza and Soul. These are mercenaries?
So you've seen a lot of these guys. They came into town. They've been here for several days. They are men of Cromlin, mercenaries from the town of Cromlin. They came here seeking work. Many of them have spent a lot of time at the bar. You've probably interacted with a bunch of them. It seems as if they were... It seems as if they were hired for a job, and there's a bunch of them dead around the street here, burned to death, many of them mauled or shot with arrows. So quite a few of them have died already.
I'm currently a bit out of sorts with these people coming into town. I'm not really thinking they're good people.
Although
Oh, you're talking about us?
Dark Sun is a pretty rough world. There's a lot of mercenaries, a lot of death. So it's probably not too unusual to see a bunch of dead bodies laying around.
It's not unusual to be seeing dead people around everyone.
Okay, so there's a bunch of gore and corpses in the street. The burned up bodies of the Cromlin men lay there. These are the only two
So-
survivors.
The battle is over at this point.
It's looking like it's pretty close to over.
Okay.
Nearly. I'm going to use my next action to make a restrain check. If you want to do that really quickly, we can establish that I tie a rope around her arms and legs, and
No,
then
we're not
just
done.
Eh,
Oh,
not
do
quite
that?
yet. Not quite yet.
Well,
So-
okay, then I won't be just sit there and casually have conversation. I will be. You know what? All I'm gonna do is just get people like this guy ushered into the house, protect the population, interpose myself between the battle and the civilians.
Gotcha. All right. So you're defending the townsfolk. The man that was inside the window of the building there, he's going to shut the blinds and
Right.
back away from the window.
If I can get, I just did a single move. I can do a double move if it helps me get to more action, I suppose.
You can see there's a bit of a struggle at the end of the street, but you can't quite see who's involved because it's a bit around the corner. But you saw all of these people in this group rush around towards something over there on the other side of that far building.
Well, then I'm going to go ahead and run up. My second move, I could probably run, jump.
So corpses cost double movement. So
I probably get about here then.
so it'd be like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah,
You probably only get to this one here.
that's fine. Sure.
Did the assassin had the looks like she was from a region in particular?
Well, then what I would like to do is use my not tumble. What do they call it these days? What's it? Athletics? No, acrobatics. Right?
You could use either if you're trying to make a jump.
Ignore difficult terrain. All right, here we go. So now I go click. There's the D20.
Hang on. So what's your strength score?
Well, my strength score is a +1. My dex score is a. How do I get to +20?
I put all of your temporarily put all your ability points into dexterity.
I don't have that much. I did point by.
Yeah, but you're level 8.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Yeah, so
look,
fourth level.
I'll take it for now for expediency. We'll just go ahead and let it. We'll figure it out later.
Sorry,
we'll
what was
change
that?
it later,
What was
that's
that
fine.
strength score?
12.
+1.
12. Like the actual number for your full strength.
Yes.
And how tall are you?
Actually, no. 13 is what I have on my sheet.
Okay, 13. And how tall are you?
5'10".
Okay, according to the jump calculator, you can do a 13-foot horizontal long jump with a running start.
Okay.
So that will clear 2 spaces. So you, where do you start? You started here?
Do me a favor and change
So I
these
did
to
a
what you
single
have in your
move,
sheet.
and then this extra move is going to be. The,
All right, that's a dash. So with your dash, you go 5 and then jump. That's going to cover 2 spaces, 10, 15, and then 20 will land you in
Just to the side of it?
here.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
25. So you could probably get to here, or maybe here where you could see.
It's fine. Okay.
Do you want to go there where you can see the assassin?
Yeah. I just want to kind of,
Okay.
make sure that the place is secured.
So once you get far enough past the battle site, you can see that the group is trying to encircle and restrain this rogue here, and you can identify the clothing that the rogue is wearing as that of a Gulgan noble. The city of Gulg is far to the southwest, in the crescent forest along the mountains. And they wear sort of Aztec kind of clothing with feathers in their hair and sort of lightly dressed.
Okay.
All right.
But based on that, I don't have any reason to start like going against the party right now.
Yeah, it's up to you. React how your character would react. You don't know these people.
And we don't know you.
Well, I didn't see her attack the party.
However, they don't seem to be just wildly murdering people. They're trying to capture people. So
That's true. That's true. Look, I can't do anything else at this point anyway. Let me just go ahead and let the turn move on.
gotcha. Okay, Keldor.
Yes. According to this grappled ring that I made, if I have a strength of 13 or more, I can make another grapple check to try and restrain them. So I'm going to try and restrain them.
Same DC, 16.
Rolling. Ooh, yes! That
Okay.
was like a 3 for a second there.
The assassin grits her teeth as you wrench her arm behind her back and pin her to the ground. Or not pin, but, restrained. So she's unable to
what I'm
do
gonna
much of
do-
anything.
So I'm going to tie her arms to the bottom of her legs. That's going to leave an opening, in her main body. I'm going to put my arm around that and then put her over my shoulder, like Shrek and Donkey style. I'm going to tie it. I did say I would tie it together with rope, right?
Well, hang on. A restrained creature's speed is 0. Can't benefit from any bonus of speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. So it requires one more roll to fully pin them, like you're talking about tying them up with rope. So you need to succeed on another one now.
Oh yeah, extra attack, so I can just do that.
Yep.
Well, I can try another roll. Oh, we're going to be here all day if I keep rolling low.
You get advantage, though, because she's already restrained.
Oh, alright, okay, hang on.
Hog tied in 5.3 seconds.
Oh, I've pressed the button, but it's taken a while. Oh, and then it spawns more than I need. Okay, rolling with advantage. Yeah.
Okay, so you do tie her up as you said you were going to.
Yep, there we are. Thread her through. Thread my arm through her arm. Put her around her shoulder, and I go. And I say, "Nice try, Missy, but you weren't going to escape. But you were never going to escape us."
Okay.
And with that, I move further into the area where we had our battle. 15 feet, because movement is halved while I'm carrying a creature, so 5, 10, 15.
She struggles a bit, but in vain. She's been tied up and can't get away.
I intercept.
Okay, I'm going to end combat because everybody is either captured or surrendered. Okay, so no more initiative. Act freely.
I'll move closer
Crimes.
and try to reach.
Why is she being tied up?
Because she tried to kill us.
She's an assassin from Gulg, from her clothing.
Dog?
Clothing?
Oh, wait, you guys know this? You guys know this girl?
No, but she's wearing the garments of someone from that town.
Sol will comment, "We've got a bit of a history with the Gulgans. They don't like us much."
Yeah, since we've made enemies with the sorceress queen, I'm sure she will probably send more of these assassins towards us. We should make sure that she doesn't have any of her hidden weapons or poisons on her.
Good point.
How did you make enemies with a sorcerer queen?
Long story. And who are you?
As this happens,
Orin Cyrillus. And I'm, well, I suppose I'm just the hired muscle of the Shazlim Tavern. But I have become a sort of, do they have a sheriff of these parts?
They do not.
They do not have like a sheriff type thing.
Any law that's done here is probably handled by the merchant houses, protecting their own stock, or maybe if
Any
the people
elven
need help, they
merchant
could
house?
hire mercenaries.
What's the elven merchant house name?
They are just elven merchants. I don't know what particular tribe they're from.
Okay.
Skywhale, are you wearing guard gear?
Yes.
I'm gonna look you up and down. I'm gonna say, that armor almost looks a little familiar. Where did you get that armor?
He's-
While they're speaking, I'll start stripping the assassin of her weapons and everything. That
He's
she's
dressed similar to the mercenaries that you hired to fight giants in Altaruk before you got to Gulg.
Oh, so we met somebody like that before.
Yeah, you guys hired a couple of mercenaries. They charged like 2 silver per mile to cover the 50 miles of giant-infested coastline.
If they're wearing the same kind of armor, is there some kind of mercenary guild?
No, it's
I would
just
not
people
put
from
any
different
marks of that would not be on my person.
regions just sort of dress a certain way. They speak a certain way. You can definitely identify people from different city-states based on their accent alone. So just hearing Orin talk, you'll recognize the Altarucan accent.
Okay. I earned it in military service. A service that I now lend to this town of Shazlim. And I'll do what it takes to defend these people from outsiders bringing in violence and hate.
You're quite far from home, aren't you?
This is my home now.
I think we worked with some of the people from your area at some point, actually heading towards Gold.
That's wonderful, but you haven't answered. What is your purpose here?
We're just passing. We're heading towards the north.
Uruk is to the
I know
north.
business with this lady?
Yep.
But she
No,
attacked
but
you
apparently,
first?
apparently she has business with us. According to my colleagues here, there's a good probability she's an assassin that's trying to kill them.
I drill on her head.
And I show him my wounds, and I say, "Look." And she shoot an arrow at me while she was surrounded by her mob there. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't poisonous.
Sol is going to make a persuasion check to describe in great detail everything that's happened. Let's see, I rolled a 17. Let me look at his stats. He's got
16 plus 3. 19.
well, that would be like a 20, wouldn't it?
Yeah, 20.
Actually, yeah, persuasion.
Okay, so 20 to persuade you about what's happened. And so Sol will tell you, we came into town peacefully, we stayed at the inn, we paid, and then we were leaving, and as we walked down the road, an assassin fired an arrow at us, and this band of brigands came out of every nook and cranny to attack us. So he makes a pretty convincing argument that it was not their fault, that it was in fact the men from Crumlin and the assassin who had attacked the party instead.
When I'm searching
I
her,
would like to be present when you interrogate this woman.
so while I'm searching her, is there any notes on her or anything that,
Incriminating evidence.
yeah, that maybe point at us as our group, being our target?
She's
that
got
fucking- Those Skyrim mercenaries that always have like a contract on them saying,
yeah,
"Hey,
that
you
she
know
has
what
a
to do."
contract with my name on it.
Right. Letter of mark.
She's got 3 items on her. Let's see here.
Has she
Well-
already agreed to talk?
Well, I'll tell Keldar, because Keldar, coming from Nimene, is probably not too friendly with people from Gog, since there are 2 towns that have been at each other for a long time. And I'll tell you, maybe we should, if you don't mind, let the Lord of Fire. Make her tell the truth.
Lord of Fire. Listen, I don't know what religions you go for, but in my country, we take things like this to the king. I recommend that we bring this. I recommend that we go back to Nibene and bring this and take this
Pointless.
wretch with us to face the
This is
judgment of the
not.
Sorcerer
This
King.
is not the mission, and you're following us. We don't have
Maybe.
the time to go back to Nibene. We have to handle this here.
Hey, you guys do what you like. At the end of the day, I'm just a glorified body. I'm just a glorified bodyguard acting on your guys' will. I'm just saying, if it were up to me, and most often or not in your own best interests, as confidant of the King of as confidants and allies of the King of Nibene, if you will, I just think that it would be within all of our best interests if you were to follow his method of jurisdiction.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, this lady is not here to attack your lord, but us. And this is between our hands to be justice and to do the justice for this lady.
Ah, but who's worthy enough to judge in the justice? What would your version of justice be? Will she get a trial? Will she immediately die?
Flames.
What do you say?
Flames.
Blames.
Flames.
will be
Oh,
justice.
flames.
Oh,
So that's it then. Your deity would just give her instant death.
No,
Oh,
slow
damn.
one.
I will look to the fellow members of the party, and I will say, "Is that what you would all do? All see her fit to? Sorry, is that what you all agree on? You would all say that she die?
I'm gonna transform into a human at this point, and I would say no. Wouldn't light her on fire.
It should
At
be
least-
great donation.
At least if we were gonna kill her, and you were gonna offer her, I would kill her mercifully first, not light her on fire while she's alive.
I score more points when she's alive, you know?
Yeah, but I'm not kind of that barbaric.
Well, let's see. I will walk over to Morg, and I will say, "Well, seems that one person in this group is against burning by your Lord of the Fire." I will
Actually-
I will raise an eyebrow over to Sol and Psychofrog, and I will say, "What of you two? Do you believe she should suffer torture, die at a horrendous fate of burning?"
I see it as she attacked me directly.
It was simply her mission. I'm sure she was paid much for it,
And I
and
have
who
a
knows,
mission.
maybe even her family is being ransomed for
Well,
it.
if you're trying to be an ally with me, I'm not exactly sure why you're trying to be more on her side and try to be, to give her more freedom or any rights at all.
I'm not on her side. I'm not on your side. I'm on the party side, and ultimately the King of Nibenes. If it's a team dynamic, if everyone thinks that she should burn, then by all means burn her.
Well, once we're out of your city, the king has no say on me and on our group. You better get used to that. If you are not happy with that, well, that is really your problem. You might have to
It is good.
taste the fruit of freedom since you're with us, instead of being a slave to a man that doesn't really care for you.
Slave? Ha! Does not care for me. These words, are they meant to cut deep? Because they don't. The Sorcerer King is a wonderful person. He's given me second lives. He's given all of all of the people of Nibene second lives. He has blessed us with food, with crops. He is a god among men, a king among insects. And he should be held in the utmost of respect.
We've seen one of these sorcerer king die right in front of our eyes, so I'm not too sure that they're gods. Maybe that one can fall as
Blasphemy.
well.
I'm sure that whatever you saw was a pale imitation.
You've
A
probably heard the
true god.
rumors that Calic of Tyr was deposed, defeated.
I definitely have, but you know exactly what's going through my mind, Ninja.
I know.
Yep.
Oh, I know. We're both fanatics.
Uh-huh.
Job.
Try to keep an
Absolutely.
open mind while we're on this journey at the very least.
The
We will be
assassin
together for a long while.
The assassin hisses and says, "Do not kill me. Spare me. Free me, and I'll make it worth your while."
What
And
do you
how
offer?
how exactly would you do that?
I'm not going to tell you until you give me assurances that I won't be burned by your friend there.
There's never a guarantee around me. I know
How
many
about you?
tricks to burn you from a distance, my dear friend. You should maybe be a little bit more thankful that we haven't killed you right now instead of bargaining with for your life.
She says, "It's just business. I was hired to do a job. That is all. I've got no ill will against you. Perhaps we can come to some agreement."
That depends on what you're offering.
I can make you
What's in for me?
I can make you rich. I have knowledge of money that you could claim.
A hidden treasure cache.
A hidden treasure cache, indeed. Spare me and it will be yours.
It's not an easy thing to say. There's nothing stopping us from going to the cache without you and then realizing it isn't there. We need
I-
some greater assurance.
You'd never find
Yeah.
it without my information, she says.
Can we do an insight?
Sure.
Yeah,
Who's the best at insight? Before
I got a +5. But I do have the +8, no? If from the Bardic Inspiration.
Insight
copy
and
on.
+6.
Plus the.
Plus D8.
Ah, darn it.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll it. I could have done a guidance, but whatever.
yeah, is it you with the biggest insight? I think it might be. Dagamore has +5.
Oh. Well, I got 18.
18. All right. She's trying to persuade you not to kill her, and she rolled a 1. So she reeks of desperation, her eyes shifting back and forth. But it doesn't seem like she's lying.
Okay.
She's not lying. I'm gonna go. Actually, that's a good point. I'm gonna go to the team. I'm gonna say, well, my allies, what do we think? Do we take her at her word?
I think you
Let
should
her
ask
go
your
in exchange
lord.
for cash?
I think you should ask your lord. Maybe he has an answer for you.
I certainly would, but we're a little far from home. I would need a second to commune with him.
I'm willing to listen to her, but I have no guarantee to give to an assassin that try to kill me.
You're talking about burning her?
It's all he wants to do. I want to burn her. I want to burn her.
Only.
Well, at
I
least
want to make
there's
an
incentive.
example. I want to make an example of her.
I mean, to do that, you kind of need a crowd of people who are with her to make an example of her. Otherwise, like, who are you making her an example to?
It's an offering to my, to the Lord of Flame.
Ninja, you're in control of Sol and Psychofrog. Do they think that she should burn?
Psychofrog says, "We're headed to Uruk. Maybe there's a bounty on these folks that we could collect."
What about Sol? Is Sol up for burning, or is he up for cash and money?
Sol
Actually, knowing Sol, he'd definitely be up for the cash and the money.
Sol has a nat 20 insight and says, "I think she's telling the truth. She has some sort of treasure that she could offer to us in exchange for her life. We should take her up on it."
And what is the guarantee that you're not just going to come back later under the same contract? We don't know the price on our head. It might be even worth more than what you're trying to offer us as a promise.
I've
I
failed.
wouldn't worry.
I've failed the Oba. I could not show my face in front of Tybella for fear of my own assassination. I'll have to escape into the wilderness and find other lines of work.
You guys are all fanatics. Who knows?
Well, she does think the Oba is a
All
goddess,
petal black.
so she fears for her life that she's failed a goddess and that
We're all fanatics down here.
Yeah, I know. This is Man Max over here.
Yep.
I'm surprised that there's not enough of more people with, the taste of torture, really.
Right, I guess what most of us are agreed. Well, Sol thinks that we should. Sol thinks that we should go for the cash. Grimorn wants to burn her. Morg doesn't want to kill her. I want to. I either want to go back to Divinay and send her on trial, or I want to let her go free.
I
And
don't think that's
you-
in the cards. Going back to Nibene is too much backtracking.
Yeah,
And what you,
definitely.
and what if you, a stranger? What would the town say of what we do with this criminal that tried to kill us? We're both strangers in this city.
Oren?
Yeah, it's over to you.
Oh, sorry.
Do you know what's happening?
No, well, I
They're-
wasn't sure if I should be part of that conversation. I was listening, but
Well, they're specifically asking for your input as a town person. What does Shazlim feel?
Does this town frown upon burning at the stake?
Basically, I'll
Well,
sum
if-
up for you.
if
I'll sum
she-
up
no,
for
no,
you.
no, no. I was listening. I was listening.
All right.
I wanted to be there, by the way. What I've been doing, I've been sending messages. I don't know if you've been getting some messages, Ninja, in Discord.
I don't pay any attention to DMs in Discord while I'm running the game now.
Clear. Okay, so if I can DM you in a better way, I'll try to do that next time.
You do it in the. Oh, I guess.
No, that's even worse. Don't even
Yeah.
use the tabletop one.
Let us know.
No,
No,
like
just-
Steam would be
just-
better. Would Steam be better, or no? Just forget about it. Just tell you now.
There, I sent a response.
Yeah,
If
no,
you
no,
if
no,
you say, "Hey, I sent a DM," I'll usually look at it, but not until then. I don't have any
Okay.
sounds turned on, so it doesn't ping me or anything.
Clear. Okay. But you got my other message.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and stabilize any of the. Actually, you know what? No, forget about it. They're bad tippers. I'm gonna go ahead and just forget about those merchants, and be focused on this conversation over here. And so that way I'm privy to all the information. And I would say, well, it does seem that she was the attacker, the aggressor here, and she brought the harm to our town. I'll not fault you for defending yourselves. And
Oh, I had an idea. If anything, it could be that maybe like the merchants have tricked you in some way and tricked you into some sort of debt that you can't possibly repay. So you might want to just like get out of town so you don't have to pay them back. Like
Okay.
some sort of gambling situation. Like maybe the elven merchants like
well,
One-
that
one
would
at-
just play
one
into
at cards or
my
something.
backstory. If they did some kind of shady merchant type stuff and said, oh well, you see here, we
like
actually
maybe
have
you
loaned
suspect
you
they
now."
cheated at cards and that's why you lost, but they still claim you owe all sorts of money and they have powerful friends. So if you get out of town, you won't have to pay them back.
Deal. Okay. Okay, then that means
You probably know that we came in the middle of the night and we're travelers because that's
Right,
what happened in
right.
the last game.
And since you were at the bar that they stayed at last night, you would have had a chance to see them interacting with each other and talking about like where they're headed and what they're doing. Maybe overhear a little bit of their plans to head to Uruk.
right, and maybe even brushing elbows with the mercenaries who plan to kill them next day.
Uruk is a big city. It's a good place to start over. Much nicer than this little shitty town of Shazlim. Shazlim's
Right,
barely a one-horse town.
Right. I'm going to say do what you will with this assassin. She seems to have crumbled before your might here today. What was the last part there? I was typing up some stuff. What was the last part? Did you ask me if I was willing to come with you or something? Did I miss that piece?
Nah, you're probably gonna have to suggest that yourself.
Yeah, we
Right.
we were asking if the town wouldn't
I have a
matter
problem with
whatever we
burning
do
her
with
at
her.
the stake.
Yeah.
No. I'm, you know, Shazlim has no laws of that sort. Do with her what you will.
Well, maybe we can listen to her. See what she has to say.
Vrenza will suggest that maybe we can get some bounties in Uruk if we bring them with us. If we don't believe that she's offering a real treasure, we could at least get a bounty on her head.
Who's gonna look over at an assassin when we're sleeping on travel?
The assassin says, "I'm not lying. I have a real treasure stashed. It'll be yours if you set me free."
Will we still get the treasure if we take you on? If we take you to receive a bounty on your head?
Definitely not.
How far is that treasure from here, and can you bring us there?
It's close.
Once we see it, maybe we can decide what to do.
She laughs. Assurances, that's no kind of assurance coming from you. You wanted to set me on fire.
She's not going to tell us where the cache is.
How many days travel is it from here to Uruk? I don't know how good of an idea it is to bring a hostage multiple days trips to the Uruk.
It's like a couple of days, 2-3 days max.
It would probably be 2 days. You're going to have to cut across the desert, and then that'll take a day, and then you'll have to head up the road to Uruk. That'll take about a day.
I will let's just come to a decision. I'm up for cash. I'm up for the money cash and letting her go free. That's my vote. What about Morg? What do you think we should do? What's your opinion?
Well, I don't know about cash, but she said treasure. It might be magical items, perhaps, which might be more helpful than cash.
That's what I mean. Cash. C-A-C-H-E.
Cache.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a cache of goods.
Yeah, I'm for that. I don't really want to deal with.
Sol agrees.
For a couple days.
That's 3.
That's 3. What is this? A body of 1? Yeah, that's 3 of us already down.
That's the majority.
Well, that's half.
Are you counting Oren? He's new.
Don't count me yet. I'm not really part of your thing. I have to work out how I'm going to try to weasel my way into your group.
Right. Then in that case, I will say it is decided. Then I look over to the assassin and I say to her, "Right. I'm sure you know that since you've been around us so long, that all of us are extremely fanatical beings to our chosen gods. I will therefore give you my word, or rather, on the word of the Sorcerer King, of the Shadow Sorcerer King of Nibene himself, that if you give us the details of the cache, you will go free."
She nods. She says, "I have failed my oboe, but I too will swear on my goddess that I am not lying." All right, so you let her free. She is no longer restrained.
She doesn't have anything on her.
You've taken all these items. You've taken her fine crossbow and her fine makuhuatil. She'll tell you that my weapons, they're yours. They are both magical, and she'll describe the nature of their magic.
Before she leaves, I'll let her know, if I see you one more time in this life, I will send you directly to the Plains of Flames.
All right.
I mean, if coincidence is involved, surely there's some measure of leeway.
Okay, so your treasure is Quick Makuhuatil, is a +1 weapon that gives you +2 on initiative rolls. It can be used 3 times a day. And the Lightning Burst Elm Light Repeating Crossbow that she shot Creus with contains a treasure map that's hidden away in the stock of the weapon, that when you take the stock off, it's got a hollow that you can pull a treasure map out of. She says...
This is where you came up with the idea of, hey, I've got a cache hidden nearby, because you generated the fucking loot for the crossbow, and you went, oh, I'll give her the map.
She has a treasure map. So you can follow this treasure map. It'll lead you to her cache of treasure. And also the lightning burst elm light repeating crossbow is itself a magic weapon that's worth a fair amount. It does a decent amount of lightning damage on a hit.
The hell?
And some of her, whatever's loaded in it right now is also poisoned, so it's got that bloodgrass poison attached to it. All right,
What does the okay? It's the crossbow that does that.
The crossbow does the lightning, and then the arrow has this poison on it, so it does both.
Oh, damn, that's really nice.
What is a macahuitl?
Macahuatl?
Macahuatl.
I'll get the description for you. 1 second.
I want an idea of what it looks like.
Yeah, that's fair.
If it's a D8, it might be like a sword or a mace. I want to figure out how big it is.
Let me open Athasian Emporium and find the M's.
Anyone? I would be interested in the crossbow. I don't have a weapon. Is there anyone in the group that could use that?
I probably could, but I've kind of got my echo to cover range for me, so I don't need it as much.
What of Soul?
Probably Varenza would like it. Crossbow.
Varenza's a longbow.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm gonna drop the
Sharpshooter
image.
Still gives 200. Gives her 220 range on a magical electric shot.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, since he might not come back for a long time.
I'm gonna drop the image in the Dark Sun chat. You see that? It's like a wooden paddle with a bunch of obsidian sharpened blades around the outer edge of it.
It's a spanking stick, ninja.
It's a sword. It is definitely a sword, but it's in the Aztec style, where it's made of obsidian around the outer edge and wood for the main part of it.
All right, cool weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the sword thing from the Maya and the Three.
Yeah.
Right. These arrows. How many of these arrows there are?
It's a repeating crossbow. It's got reload. Where's the reload? Loading 5, mag 6. So there are 6 arrows loaded in it right now.
And they all have the poison?
Yes. She's already fired 1, or did she fire 2?
2 of them.
She fired 2, so there's 4 left.
One that missed me, and then the other one missed a fighter. Yeah, no, I would give it to them, like to Varenza if he was interested, but since he might not be here for a while.
You might just want to hang on to it and sell it?
That or keep it for somebody else that later on that might want to use it.
Yeah, it's a great weapon. It's worth a lot.
Yeah.
You're talking about the crossbow now, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm taking the Macahuatl if no one wants it.
I'm fine.
+1 weapon, fireproof, and it gives you initiative bonus. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, plan is always have it out. As soon as combat starts, use the buff, get that +2 initiative bonus, and then immediately stow it away and then just use the greatsword.
Fair enough.
Oh, shoot.
It's got parry, which is pretty nice.
Oh.
I
That's
crashed.
good.
Yeah, the game crashed on me.
Ruh-roh.
Tabletop.
Damn it, Kevin!
I did a copy and paste, and that was good enough.
The crossbow is two-handed.
McLeod Sync
Oh, you said that.
failure. What is that?
Handed.
I was getting that earlier, too. Steam is dying. That means that it didn't upload, so you have it stored locally, so don't worry about that too much. You just load it from one of your autosaves.
Yeah.
I'm not sure any of these weapons are any good for Skywill, unfortunately, because one's a two-handed crossbow, and Skywill is mainly going to be using blades.
Well, I'm not in consideration yet.
The other one's a sword, and I don't think there's proficiency in that.
I wouldn't be a consideration.
Yeah, the thing pretty much counts as a longsword for all intents and purposes. You basically got to be a martial class to have proficiency in it. Wow, it crashed so hard. I'm still getting the spinning icon here at my end.
Jesus. You might have to close it all down.
I guess so. It's bad.
Okay, I reloaded where everything was just before.
Damn, Tabletop Simulator is not responding. Hard crash.
Yeah, I literally just did a copy and paste, and I fucked up the game.
I've got some really great Battle Chasers art on my desktop here right now. So cool.
Oh, it's up.
So
It should be good right now.
I'll take this time then to ask some things. One is, so are they planning on staying the night in Shazlim?
They're leaving right now. They were headed out of town when the attack began.
But if you like, we gotta find a way to bring in the group, and
Well, Ninja already came up with a good plan. I'm just trying to kind of mesh this with. I'm trying to internalize what kind of story I had planned and his personality and kind of figuring things out here. So at this point, what Oren's going to do is he's going to say, "I beg your pardon, but I get a good feeling about people now, I think. And having witnessed your discussion, I get the understanding that you are not the makers of trouble, but the solvers of it. And so I would like to perhaps travel with you to Urik, it was?
Vrensa will nod. You can tell by Vrensa's appearance and accent that Vrensa is an Urukite herself. She's got a Jakar pet that stays close by her side. She says, "Yes, we are headed to Urik. I will collect a bounty on these men of Cromlin that attacked us. Perhaps they will make good slaves and be worth a fair bit of coin."
I'll tell you, as long as I'm okay with another passenger for the time being. What happens in Herrick is up to you. If you want to stay with us or not.
What happens in Urik stays in Urik.
Yeah,
I knew it
but
was coming.
And I would have
you,
no problem with,
you, you must be aware of one thing, though. We are from Tyr, and we might not be welcome when we get there.
Sol is going to say, "We're the champions of Tyr. We killed Kalik."
I wouldn't.
Is that a
go
good
I
thing
don't know
or
who
bad?
Kalik is. Is Kalik the
Kalik was the Sorcerer King.
Sorcerer King? Yeah.
That's a pretty big boast, saying that they
Right.
defeated a Sorcerer King.
Yeah. Not exactly,
they,
but
though?
yeah, we were in the middle of it.
Well then, and I think that he is sincere on that. I think that he is telling the truth.
He's got a 16 persuasion. It's a very
Well-
tall tale, hard to believe.
Then I will say, sure.
But he said it with gravitas, as if it were true.
Right.
I mean, it's a half-truth. They weren't directly responsible, but they participated in the revolution.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, and
Well then,
since
with such strong company, I'm sure I'll be in good hands, huh?
well, since you are from, what exactly is your town that you came from?
I'm from Shazlim.
But you look like you come from another place, though, no?
Yeah, where's he actually from, Ninja? He's here in Shazlim.
He's
Okay.
he's got the accent of an Altarukan.
If you're asking
Right.
if I'm if you can tell if I'm lying, I'm really bad at lying. So
Okay.
you can tell that I'm not telling the truth.
He said Shazlim, but his voice says Altaruk.
Is all kinds of flags saying otherwise.
Yeah. You might have
Well,
like some clothing that
I
looks
even have a
Altarukan as well.
Right. I even have a slight smirk on my mouth. You know, letting that slip.
Well, if you come from where I think you come from, we're about to go across the plains here where there are giants and people like you. I'm sure you've seen them before.
I may have from time to time.
That would be helpful.
Altaruk is well known for its giant slaying armies.
I have no abject fear of them.
Either we have. I'm sure we'll be quite fine, but we have to be prepared to go across the desert.
Okay. The assassin is going to bow and say, "Thank you for my life. I will never cross your path again if I can help it." And she goes to meet with the elves.
I would just like to point
Mercy
out
is hard to come by in the desert, in the wastes.
before I say what I'm about to say. I'd just like to point out that I have a negative charisma score. Keldor says, "Damn, I should have asked if she wanted to fuck." Oh well, maybe next time.
Well, maybe she liked the bonding, you know.
She's into bondage.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Do you see all those chains?
That was your way to Oh, where's my character? Is like in the camp over here a fire?
Oh, it's back up, isn't it? Hold on,
Yep.
Let me try to get back in there.
Is this campfire still on right now? Still, can we see it?
Yeah, there's a bunch of Kank riders camped up around a bonfire where they're roasting up some meats.
Kind of want to go and step in it.
Yeah,
Step in the fire.
that might freak some people out.
I know. No, maybe not now. I do have some campfire. Some wood for later on. I got the cart and then I bring it closer to the outside. What do you say we keep on going on our travels?
Yeah, says Saul, hopping in the cart.
It was always the plan.
I'll get in the cart and I'll have a short rest and try to heal a bit. Have breakfast too, have some food before we leave.
Vrenza is going to take those 2 nets and use them to restrain these Cromlin prisoners. Tie them to the back of the cart so they have to follow along.
With medicine, can you help yourself heal faster or better?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Well, grit and glory, resting and recovery. Full rest. A full rest period is a period of downtime at least 24 hours long during which you sleep at least 6 hours and perform light activity or non-strenuous labor for up to 2 hours. At the end of a full rest, you recover all lost hit points and regain all spent hit dice. A full rest also counts towards recovery for any serious injuries. You must have at least 1 hit point at the start of the rest to gain benefits, and then you can also have somebody perform a healing check on you. If you've got other issues, the healing check can usually help remove some of the status effects you might have acquired from getting dropped or taking massive damage, stuff like that.
Oh, I just got wounded during the fight, so...
You want to take a breather to expend a hit dice. I think that's what we...
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right.
Yeah, because I'm just going to be able to take a short rest while we're traveling.
So you spend 5 minutes patching yourself up a little bit, and you use 1 of your hit dice for healing.
Yeah, pretty much.
So roll a d8 and heal that much. It's a d8 plus
my
con.
constitution.
Yeah.
Get 6 back.
All right. All right, so Oren, you've seen some wild shit happen with these people. So there was a clearly magical fire. This guy here seems to be able to shapeshift into giant hyenas at will.
I saw that.
This dude is a psionicist who's able to do psionic
transform
teleportation.
back from
I
giant
didn't-
hyena into human.
I saw all that.
Yep.
So
okay.
you know a little bit of the power level of this group, and they are fairly impressive.
Oh crap!
Well, I've
Did I?
always thought that I was pretty impressive myself, so I count myself in good company.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm gonna
What's
follow
that?
at the tail end of.
Well, I find myself pretty impressive too.
Oh,
No,
Yeah.
that's an appropriate reaction.
Yeah.
give me a second. Did we replenish our water here in this town?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure because we have a
I'm going to
new.
follow at the tail end of this group. Kind of watching the prisoners as they, you know, shuffle along, tied to the back of the cart.
So there's a town well here, but they'll charge you 2 bits per gallon to fill from the well.
Yeah, I was looking for that counter that we had somewhere with our water.
Oh,
The
it's
counter's at the bottom of the table, right?
it's here.
Yeah, we have a capacity of 60.
All right. So you want to buy 10 gallons? That would be 20 bits. That's 2 ceramic pieces.
I'll pay for it.
Hey Chris, when I deleted that version of my Echo, my Echo avatar, it turns out that I didn't make a backup copy. Could I get a copy, please?
Yeah, give me a minute. I gotta search for it.
Gonna have to be careful with that. Maybe put it off to the side instead of delete it.
Yeah.
No, that's like I have. They're all saved as individual characters, so I'm never gonna really lose access to them. But if you want to keep it permanently, you might want to just save it.
Yeah, I just didn't save it. I've just saved my character now.
There you go. It's on your table.
Thank you.
Now, if it was infused, you'll have to get it reinfused.
It doesn't have hit points.
Okay. Do we take our characters off the table?
Yep.
It does have 1 hit point. Just 1.
Trying to pile them. We're carrying these 2 fools with us, these 2 guards.
Yes, they are restrained in nets, and Varenza is taking them for their bounty.
I love that. Can you release my guys as well? You know, the guys that... No. The deal was that you get to go free, not them.
I just put them all in a pile in front of my card. I like these bisons.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yeah, we all have like some like strong personality in our characters.
Well, no, it's the same personality. It's just different gods.
Yeah, I know.
Fire King's best. No, Shadow King. God damn it. Excuse me, but there's the Queen of Gold. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Freedom.
Yeah.
As it should be.
Da 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 da. This reminds me of that. Does anyone remember in Family Guy there was a clip where like two people are talking and they're like, I like you and have no reason not to. I like you and have no reason not to. Hey, did you hear about this child in Bethlehem? And they start killing each other immediately.
Oh gosh.
I'm guessing no one remembers that. Hang on.
No.
Nope. It's still kind of funny.
Hang on.
Oh, that's the weapon we were trying to figure out the pronunciation, huh?
There you go.
Ninja, the one that you put on.
What do you mean?
Wasn't that there's a weapon that we were like wondering how to say the word because it was just so weird.
Macahuatl?
Yeah.
Yeah, I posted the image of it because Mad God wanted to see what it looked like.
It's like a big spanking. Is that the actual obsidian, like the stones around it?
Krius,
Okay, never mind.
Krius, could you make a backup save of the table as it is right now before I try to mess with the one world thing?
Yeah, just it's loading right now. Game.
And like I said before, I recommend you make more than one save. That way you've got something to roll back to. I always make a new save each day that we run the game. It's a lot of save files, but I just take the old ones and stuff them into a folder.
Yeah, I'm gonna create a folder on top of that so I can have that.
That way, if we need to roll back to an earlier save to fix something, we have earlier saves to roll back to. And then Long and Skywell will need promotions as well.
Promotions.
Yeah, that lets you interact with stuff on Tabletop Simulator if you have the little promoted symbol next to your name.
All right, all that is all done.
Okay.
We're ready.
And it's
Let's hope
saved.
it works.
All right,
Yeah, double
so
saved.
so what I did is I got let's see, where is it? The One World bags saved on here. Somewhere. There it is. Okay, so I've got these two bags.
Such a brutal clip.
Did that load?
Not much happened yet.
Hang on. I'm dragging these bags onto the table and they're not appearing. Is it lagging? Is it loading?
Nothing. There's not even like a message in the like no error files or anything like that.
Weird.
Weird.
I'm
Is it
trying.
because do I have that in file, like in my save, or?
No, you wouldn't have this. This is something I'm pulling out of my saved objects, which should be
Yes.
no problem. I don't know why it's not allowing me to paste it. Do I not have permissions? What's up? Go to permissions and find
I give you Oast.
maybe that's it.
Try it. I thought I did that before, so.
Yeah, it's after it crashed. It wasn't. Nah, it's still not working, huh?
What we could do is you create. Shoot.
I could do it in single player if you upload the thing to the workshop.
Yeah, you would have to give me permission.
I did. 2 weeks ago.
Do I have so? No, but I haven't opened that table. You know what I mean? I opened from my own save.
Let's see here. Workshop code. I'll send it to you in DM.
I would have to reopen a brand new table now.
All right. So I sent this a couple weeks ago. The Dark Sun table, the same number. Or maybe it's not. But anyway, so you just go up to modding and then workshop upload. Only the host can upload to the workshop, so that's got to be done by you. And then if you put in that code, it should upload to that same workshop.
That's on the URL.
What URL?
No, like upload workshop. I have description, workshop, thumbnail, URL, workshop title.
Do you see the tab that says update? Existing workshop?
There you go. Okay, workshop ID.
And then you just put in the ID that you got there. And that should upload this to that exact same one.
Beginning upload. Error Steam workshop something error. Update. You result access denied. So maybe I have to go and accept it first.
Yeah, this is something I tried to set up through Steam. Like, I went into the workshop thing and I made you like a contributor. Let me try to find it here. My workshop. If that's not going to work, then you'll just have to create a new workshop upload.
I'm gonna have to restart the game if I do that.
Well, you just saved it. That's fine. So, all right. You have to go to the workshop for this, which is located at this URL that I'm sending to you. So go to this page. This is the upload that we did, and there's owner controls to the right of the subscribe button, and so like accept contributor invite. I think that makes me a contributor on this one, so then I'll be able to upload to it as well. Is this not the first one? Hang on. Yeah, maybe it's that other number.
Yeah, posted. I'm already subscribed to that one.
Maybe it's like this one. It's not about subscribing though. To the right of the subscribe button, there is a thing to accept being a contributor, so that you can upload to it.
Where are you posting that URL?
DMs.
I'm already on that one in Steam. Okay, so add and remove required items, or
So that's all that should be required to upload it. So then you just do modding, workshop upload, update workshop, put in the ID, update. Let me know if any of that works.
I'm trying to look at finding that add and remove contribute.
So Ninja G's D&D Dark S, created by Dirty Brit and Ninja G. We're both contributors on it.
What is this add remove require DLC?
Don't worry about that. It's nothing.
So that would be under add remove required item.
No, you just have to be a contributor, and then you should be able to upload it without getting an error message. And I think you are. It says you are on here.
Yeah, I'm already a contributor. I'm just wondering why.
Did you try to re-upload? See if it gets a same error message?
Like I did try to unsubscribe and subscribe again, but the thing is that I would have to restart the game to see a difference, I think. But I can try in here again.
Yeah, you want to be in-game on the table, and then you want to go to modding, workshop, upload, drop in the ID code that you got there, and then hit update. And that should upload it, and then I can get it, and then I can fix it.
I'm trying to upload the new code. Beginning upload. Please don't give me an error. That'll be. There you go. Upload work mode successful. There you go. Try now.
This is like a different one than the one I had. The one I had was called Dark Suntan Lotion.
Okay, now the game should be stable. Try that. Sorry, guys. It takes a little bit of practice. We never done this before. So.
Take all the dime you need. It's a Ratatouille reference.
Never seen it.
Take all the time you need. All week if you must.
It's a good kids movie.
That's a universal movie. That can't. That means that everyone of all ages should watch it. Not just
Technically, yes,
children
that's
who
true.
like rats.
It has some sexual tension in it, so yeah, I suppose.
I think I have to close the game and reopen it for that to work, for the workshop to be updated.
Okay. Do I have to restart the table?
You will have to restart the table after I upload the fixed version.
Save it and then okay. We should try to do that before the game starts next time.
Yeah.
Just make things like a little bit more, so we don't have to do all this.
Yeah, I didn't even get at my computer until like 7:51.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I didn't really think about any of that stuff when we started. I just went out and got some food. It was good, and I got peri-peri chicken.
Pretty chickens.
With the Spanish rice and coleslaw.
Making me hungry.
I'll have to make you a character, Sky.
I have a character. Oh, you said
He means
how
a
long
hero
will I
forged
make my
character.
I think you said.
I can make something more personalized.
He means a hero forged character, a model like we use.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, is that
Yeah.
free?
Sort of.
Free for you, not for him.
Like I have a bundle, so I do have a fair amount that I can make.
Okay. So what would you like from me?
We can do that probably after the game, but just maybe a little bit of an idea of how like you see your character being, like how he's dressed, what kind of weapons.
Well, originally he was going to have some daggers, but apparently he doesn't need that anymore because he's a soul knife. He will be unarmed.
Well, he could put the psionic daggers on your character, like he's throwing some daggers. Just make them
Right.
glowy and colorful, magical.
Psionic style. Yeah. Like is he like dual-handed?
Well, you know what? this is Dark Sun, why don't he should be black? I mean, I don't know.
You could.
Or at least
Be,
very tan.
yeah, very dark skinned. Let's see here.
It kind of ranges from a golden tan on down to the blackest black.
Right.
Yeah, like the kind of black the Black Panther should have been, but no, he had to be a little bit white. Like if you look in the comics, Black Panther is really black, like super black.
Well,
I mean,
he's
after
like
all-
straight out of Africa. It would make more
Absolutely.
sense.
Sorry.
Well, yeah, there are a lot of competing interests to balance there. But as
Is he
far
li-
as armor goes, still leather. I kind of. So you would know better than I do what kind of armor goes for like a military sort of thing. Would it be normally light or normally medium? Um, would it be cheap? Would it be embellished with the rivets and things? Maybe I added that myself. Um,
It's kind of a.
well, I'll tell you what. If you're going through a list of possible options in Hero Forge, maybe I could have a is it like hide armor maybe? But that's probably a bit too disheveled for this guy. All right.
There's
You
different
know what?
options.
Here.
Like
How about
we
this? How about like an X formation? Um, okay. When I was a kid, I thought it was great to take some jeans and then throw them over my shoulders, with each pant leg making like a almost sort of a 1970s soldier outfit. You're wearing nothing but that essentially, tied across in an X formation across your chest,
like a bandolier going across type
like
of.
like it's like two bandoliers going across your chest. Yeah.
Yeah. Type of armor.
So I'm thinking some kind of wide-shouldered, shoulders go past almost, of hardened leather in wide swaths of straps going across his chest. And
What we could do is like I can share my screen later on maybe,
sure.
and then we can fool around with that.
And then there's some hardened leather thigh protection, but otherwise uh, billowing tan material, um, as one would befit an Arabic sort of a dress.
I'll start something and then we can go from it.
Yeah. It would be sandals rather than boots, wouldn't it? Because
It depends. It really depends on your. For you, probably like a Roman style sandal, maybe.
yeah,
Something like that for a soldier.
I mean the sand's just gonna get in your boots anyway. Might as well make it easier to get out of your boot.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay.
Should I be looking somewhere? Let me go back to Discord, I suppose.
No, I'm just.
Are you sharing? Okay, no.
I'll fool around and come up with
Got
some
Alright.
ideas. We're generally trying to wear semi-light, I guess, because we're constantly in the desert.
Right.
I'm looking for hopefully one day like get like a magical item that makes it easier to be in any type of weather.
So how about hardened leather, um, straps or swaths going across my chest, and I've got maybe scarab shell or insect shell shoulder pauldrons.
Okay.
It's light armor. It doesn't have much for a helmet.
There are padded leather under a pauldron. Oh, look at that. Oh, I like that. That's starting to look kind of cool.
Now I have a feat at first level as a human or no?
I think so as a variant.
I'm trying to look into this. Yeah.
They came out with some cool new armor and pieces in the Euroforge. Hey Ninja, are you having issues with the table or?
Yeah, it's really fucked. I'm trying hard to fix it, but One World is super busted.
You're not even on the table right now.
I know, I'm in single player fixing it because I was unable to spawn anything.
Oh, even after me uploading stuff?
Yeah, I can do it on my own, but I can't do it on your table.
No, but I was able after to upload to update the workshop in the game.
Yeah, I have it. I'm on it. You can see on my stream, I'm on it right now.
Okay. Because once you save it, I might have to upload it again.
Why can I not select this? Fuck. It's super glitchy. Super glitchy. Holy shit, One World is broken. I was able to fix it so easily on my other table. I just dropped the bags onto it and hit lock, and it incorporated the bags right in there. I'm going to try to reload it and start over again. Give me just another few minutes, and I shall surely have it. It just takes a while to load the table each time, so there's a bit of a delay there. It's not something I can try to fix easily and quickly. Looking forward to switching to Tailspire. I hope they get that Hero Forge integration soon.
They keep on having stuff, but since it seems like there's only one guy working on it.
Okay, so I have completely and totally erased One World, and now I'll spawn a new one.
Okay. What kind of pants would he be wearing? Nothing metal, huh? It's all medium armor you can wear. You gotta find better daggers. Is he like dual wielding? Or is it just like a one-handed dagger type thing that he has? This guy.
Yeah, dual wielding.
Right.
Well, actually, that's not. I don't know the class features that well. You said I can launch two, so I guess the assumption is that there's one on each hand, but that's not necessarily a great assumption. It's more like I can create two per round. As far as how the soul knife works, let me go back and look at that again. You guys sent that to me. I will look.
Does he have any other items of any sorts that he might be carrying?
Yes. Let's see. I pulled up. Items. All right. I have a bone sickle, which is just like, for farming, more like, but it can be used as a weapon. Nix the long sword, Nix the short bow, backpack, bedroll, glass bottle,
Yeah, I
roll
won't
case
go
for
with
just a map, spare clothes.
Okay.
Um,
I can't go too much into some of these details, but
yeah, no, I'm just,
you
he's
got a
gonna run
sickle.
back to his house and grab some things before skipping town out with you all. Oh, he has leather working tools, maybe animal care tools, like brushes and things. Although by animal care is probably more like insect, herd animal care.
Mhm.
Kink, farmer maybe.
So you have kink brush?
A kink brush. Well,
I
yeah,
can't melting tools,
yeah. I mean, hi- simple beginnings. Um,
like teeth tools or whatever.
right. Poop scooper.
Nah, I won't be able to.
Right. Well, whatever. Trowel. I don't know.
No, but I can. I'm trying to like personalize it a bit.
Sure, sure. Also has thieves' tools.
Yeah, the sickle might be too much.
Well,
You-
that's very much
It's not like
a set
your.
piece. It's not. It's
Yeah.
not really something that needs to be represented. It's more like this is where I came from. I came from a farm. needs to be protected.
Hmm.
So far, I have this. If you look in the Discord, in the Dark Sun chat,
Nice.
I got I
Fantastic. Love
gotta
it.
change.
Thank you.
No, I got a bunch of stuff I want to change. The colors and the daggers. I'm not sure yet. The daggers are the annoying because it's like you want something that will look kind of magical, still look like a dagger.
You can make
Well,
it.
you can
You
go ahead
can
and just
change
have
the
him
color
unarmed.
to
Then,
like gem.
if I would rather have him be unarmed, looking, not having swords in his hands. I think that'd be
Okay.
kind of cooler.
I was wondering maybe I can put him in a pose where he's hiding a dagger behind his back, trying to pull it out. This is just like an idea there.
Yeah. Well, because you said that the daggers was the sticking point for you, and hey, you can just have him be empty-handed. That'd be even better.
Okay.
Because it was a challenge, you know.
Oh no, it's not a challenge. This is just to find what will make it cool looking. You know.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll take empty-handed for sure. I'm gonna be a soul knife.
Gotta change the position then. Put him in a not like a necessarily
Yeah,
like an offensive.
you can't make it be Piccolo special beam cannon, can you? With the 2 fingers to the forehead.
I can put him in like a more like a. Is he cocky?
How's it
Sort
going,
of.
Ninja?
Yeah, no.
I got it.
No.
We got it to work.
Yep.
So I should close tabletop and reopen it again.
We'll see.
Seems
I'll
like
need
you
to.
guys are moving around.
Chris is gonna have to get the new workshop when I upload it, and then he's gonna have to open it at his end, and then we'll all jump on his table.
Yeah, I'll have to restart after I load it in. I think just so that's probably the safest thing to do. That way everybody has it like loaded up when they're in the game. But that won't take too long. Is your guy gonna be aggressive? But he's a good character, you said, huh?
Good, yeah.
He's more welcoming than imposing.
Hmm.
Maybe not.
Welcoming versus imposing. Probably more imposing, I guess. Yeah,
He's a soldier
yeah.
background.
Beginning upload to workshop.
You could just do crossed arms.
Yeah, nah. You'll lose too much of the armor and stuff like that. We'll try a few things later on. When I'm off of tabletop, I think I'll be able to share my screen.
Does it say completed upload to workshop at any point, or is it just done? Error Steam Workshop update KE result invalid param. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know if it created a new code for you because you might have to save it with all those changes so I can upload it again. The last code you gave me actually worked. I was able to upload the latest one you gave me.
I'll try to update to the other one.
He doesn't cover his head, huh? He's like doesn't have a mask or anything like that. What about hearings? Or face painting or body tattoos? Would you see your character with that?
Generally, no. It's not my thing. I like what you got right now. Just, you know, you putting this extra effort for me. I appreciate it.
Oh, I like doing that stuff.
We're walking to the treasure cache, I assume.
We'll have to take a look at.
Eventually,
Yeah, we'll
once
have to take a look at where it is on the map. Like, we haven't checked that map yet. In game.
Dark suntan lotion. Download and open this workshop. It wouldn't let me update the other one, but it would let me update this one.
Oh, I gotta update, like, bring in all this. This is a new map.
Yeah, this is the fixed one.
So if I bring in a new map, though, it's gonna we're gonna lose what we've done here, no?
It's the same one. I just couldn't upload to the other one, and I could upload to this one. So get this one and open it up. I'm not sure why it was giving me an invalid parameter on the last one, but I've got 2 to work with, so I can upload to this one, you can upload to the other one, and between the 2, we'll make it work.
Did somebody change deleted something on the map?
Now, the whole map should be blank when it loads in, because the one world is not initialized. That's the trick. You need to kill one world before saving it, because when you save it, it kills the scripting. So one world has like an initialized status, and then it's got an end status where it's got all of its objects sitting in bags on top of it. It's always got to be in that ended status so that it's not running any scripting when you save it. That way, when you load it, it won't have scripting errors.
So
And
I
you
gotta,
can.
I gotta load a new table here.
Yes. When you update the workshop, you might need to close Tabletop Simulator entirely, and then reopen it and go on your workshop and get that one. If you have to subscribe to that one and then open that one.
I gotta subscribe to that one. Okay.
Yeah, the one I just linked to you.
Okay. Okay. So I'll close the tabletop for now.
Yep. Close it, reopen it, open that workshop up. We'll all join you, and then I should be able to initialize one world and have all of our maps back.
Where do I get the message normally? My workshop, okay. Okay, so uploaded, updated every second.
I think my Tabletop Simulator's crashing again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it crashed. That's fine.
Okay, so That's under workshop. Okay, so dark sun.
Dark suntan lotion. If you just subscribe to it, it should be the first one on your list.
Yeah, I'm loading it right now.
Oh, this is great. It crashed and it still says that it's running in Steam. All right, finally. Finally, it gave me the play button.
Okay, the table's up.
All right, everybody jump on in the table. Hui,
joys
hui,
of,
hui, 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 hui. I thought you were doing the funny laugh.
The joys
No.
of live technical support.
In the tabletop, the mighty tabletop, the glitches come tonight.
It is some very buggy software. It didn't used to be this way, but it be this way. It do be this way.
You know this way.
This
It
is
be it.
not the way.
You know
You
the
do
way?
not know the way.
This is
This
the way.
is the new way. My queen. My queen.
It was one of the stupidest thing, but still very fun. Do you know the way?
I
Do you know the way?
I spit on you. I spit on you. Puh, puh. Oh, so funny. I would love. I've seen that over here in the UK. Whenever you guys like, whenever we go to a theater, we do this thing where we stay quiet throughout the entire thing. But apparently, you guys over in America, when you go to the cinema, you're like, "Yeah, Toby, Toby!" You get really hyped if it's like an MCU movie and stuff like that. Is there you know
I've
that they're
never
making
been in a
new
movie
Sonic?
theater where people do that though.
Really?
I've been in theaters where people clapped at the end, or sometimes they'll like laugh if there's funny stuff that happens.
Yeah, only it depends on the culture. If you go to like around students, they talk back to the screen all the time. It's like every single movie you go to is Mystery Science Theater 3000, and you're expected to talk back to the screen. And many of us find that of other cultures, I guess you would say, find that rude. Interrupting the movie. But
My point is that when they eventually come out with Sonic the Hedgehog movie #2, where they introduce Knuckles, I am just hoping to God I get a video on Reddit of a load of people going, McQueen.
No.
Ah, that's really weird. My map is gone. Fuck. Well,
I can see it.
Which map?
the map that was marking the progress of where you were at. I know where you're at. It's fine. I don't need that shit.
That was deleted 5 seconds ago, but it shouldn't be.
It was like floating off in my DM area. I had parked it over there with the lock button. It's gone.
Oh. I'm not able to give you what you call it, host on this one because the save file is too large apparently.
But I'm already host, and I already said yes.
Okay.
I don't
do
get
have
it.
a map. I do see a small map over here, a small square map.
Where? Is it just invisible for me? Can you
by
park it on
red?
by red?
Like
No, that's not the one.
square
That's not the one.
Alright, well, it's a tiny map. It's kind of the area where we're at. Could probably use that and enlarge it.
It was like the region map that we were using that we were marking our progress on.
Yeah, the big one. Yeah. That was like sitting under. Oh, it's working now. At least we're in, and you have your actual map that you wanted, the Eric map.
Here, check your DMs for
Let me
the
save that.
image and put it on this board here. Yeah, it turned into an image. Just right-click on it and say copy link, and then paste it into the tabletop simulator field that just popped up. There we go. Now we got the map that we needed.
We made it.
Yeah, it's finally.
It only took us 2.5 years.
Now we
take a little
can
bit.
finally play Dungeons and Dragons.
I guess I should
What
say.
the hell is that what we're doing?
Yeah, apparently.
No, you should not save, because one world is initialized. Remember, if you save while one world is initialized, it will break.
Okay.
So before you save, remind me to turn that off.
But it's probably gonna autosave though.
Yeah, as long as we don't load an autosave, we'll be all right.
Okay. Okie do.
All right. So you guys traveled from Nibene, and it took a day for you to get here, where you had an encounter, and then you traveled to Fort Isis, and you stayed there, and then you traveled up the road, and you did double time through the night so you could get to Shazlim, and then you camped out at Shazlim.
We never did investigate that cache, by the way.
The cache is
Yeah.
in Gulg. So in order to get it,
Oh.
you'll have to travel.
What do you
She
mean?
said
What
it
do
was
you mean
nearby.
You said it was nearby. What do you mean it's in
The treasure
Gulg?
map was nearby because it was in her crossbow.
That's what we're
But
talking
the
No,
about.
cache was
not the map, the
nearby.
cache.
The crossbow itself is worth quite a lot of money, so that's also what she was talking about.
She's definitely
No.
gonna burn alive.
The map. The map. Well,
Deal with it.
Ninja.
She's already gone. You're fucked. All right, so
Fuck
the-
you.
The Lord of Flames knew better.
the next leg of your journey is you guys want to travel to Uruk, and in order to save time, you don't want to go all the way to the south to the crossroads. You guys decided you want to cut across the desert. Across
Ninja.
the vast open desert. And this desert is alongside the Dragon's Bowl, which is like 1,000-foot cliff. So you're precariously close to the Dragon's Bowl when you're cutting across here. And as you travel, the wind begins to pick up, and a sandstorm begins to blow.
Yeah,
Oh,
boob. I put my cap on to protect my face.
Okay.
And my mask and cover my face so I can breathe through all the sand.
Any creature in the sandstorm must make a Constitution saving throw or be blinded until the sandstorm ends. Creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success. A creature cannot be blinded by the sandstorm if it's wearing a sandstorm mask. So you put on a mask, or...
Yep.
Does anybody
I
else
don't know.
have goggles or a mask or some form of eye protection?
Nope. I'm
Goggles.
If I
completely
can
blind.
buy that before I leave, great. Otherwise, I'm just gonna roll.
You guys have already left. You didn't know the sandstorm was going to hit until long after you left. Many hours have
I'm the
passed.
only one prepared.
Yeah, none
Blinded.
of us has been scouts. You know, we're not always prepared apparently.
All right, so
I
Morkan,
got a question.
or not Morkan, Grimorn has some eye protection, so various party members are blinded by the sandstorm. You're going to have to form a chain gang. Everybody hang on to Grimorn, and he'll lead you through the desert, because he's the only one that can see.
I'll drive the cart and then I'll pull a rope out of my bag, and you guys can tie yourself up to that rope.
Yes.
And what I'll do too is can I trigger a magical flame? Actually, my lantern is an eternal flame.
Yep.
So I always leave it where people can see it. That way, if they drop the rope, at least for a moment, they'll be able to maybe see the glow.
Goofy ass tabletop simulator doesn't like objects being close to the edge. All right, I'm just gonna lock that map over there for the meantime because I'm going to change the one world map.
And I'll keep a special eye. Like I'll look around. I'll do a lot of perception while we travel. Because we could encounter some giants, and it would be kind of suck getting surprised by a creature like that in a sandstorm.
I'm gonna spawn in a lot of objects. Get ready for the lag.
The Winter Soldier is a better Black Widow movie than the Black Widow movie. Changed my mind.
Oh man, that movie sucked ass.
What, Black Widow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
What a piece of shit. They ruined Taskmaster.
Yeah.
Like-
So, Taskmaster, tell me about yourself. What are you like? I own a school of people. I literally train them to be perfect at killing things. And as for myself, I have the ability to I have an eidetic memory, which means that I can look at somebody, take their fighting moves, use those fighting moves, and put them in a situation where they're fighting themselves, but better because I'm better than them. Oh, cool. What about you, movie version of Taskmaster? I am a robot.
Oh god.
I have no personality. Hey, look, I can do that thing that Captain America does all the time. Aren't I cool?
You guys have Netflix, huh? Probably.
Yeah.
Disney Plus.
What's that thing that Captain America does all the time?
No. There's this
Use the
show.
shield. Use the shield. He throws it. He throws his shield, and the shield comes back because he's Captain America with his shield.
He knows all the angles.
All the
There's,
angles.
He's really good at pool. You never play pool against Captain America.
Yeah. There is a new show called Deadly Class, and it's actually pretty good on Netflix.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh yeah. Pretty violent and it's super punk.
What
An
now?
interesting show. Deadly Class. On
Oh no, I
Netflix.
haven't seen it.
That's worth giving a try. The Rubble.
Yeah, it's already 8 o'clock.
I mean, it's
Like,
almost midnight here.
Yeah, yeah. Thinking like, forgot you're in the Pacific.
All right. If you guys want to help out, help me build this into a cool desert scene. By moving objects around places. And you guys can put your figurines on the map as well.
Chart figurines, where did they go?
Yeah, I don't like some of these desert pieces. They kind of suck. I don't like the open-ended ones. Like this one, or this one, or this one. I like the ones that are just like a dune piece that's sticking up. Those are cool.
We got a dragon car. Hey, why are you dismantling the dragon?
Were you putting it together?
Yeah.
All
Like
right,
it died like that.
fair enough.
There's this guy over here. We can put the cow or whatever the hell that is.
It's just scattering some boons around.
Yeah. Now, if we find this thing, pretty nasty.
All right, I want you guys to put all of your figurines over here, sort of down in this quadrant. So move Morg over here.
I think he's a double.
Double toil and trouble.
Yeah, because I put all of our characters together. Maybe
This
Morg is
tent
missing.
thing was not built to stand up.
Alright, that's good. We need that Morg. but
Is
he's
it right side up?
ginormous.
It might be sitting on something. It's supposed to sink into the ground just a little bit so that it creates sort of just a little bit of rough terrain. Can't quite tell if
I'll
it's
just
upside
save it
down or
when we
not.
move it over.
Ooh, you did it.
No, that didn't do it.
These squares are they the right size?
Is there a reason you're stacking them weirdly?
Ooh,
Yeah,
us?
trying to.
There, I'm just going to delete these ones because they suck. And this one. And these ones. And this one. They looked way cooler on the other map. They look like crap on here.
Ah,
Why are you duplicating them?
so I can do stuff.
Oh.
Wow, that's a big cart. Holy shit.
Yeah, I can't shrink it anymore.
Yeah, this one's huge, so when you resize it, you need to use the volume scale tool, and you need to numerically drop it to 0.05 on all the dimensions.
Or you could just make a copy. Pretty sure you can.
Yeah,
When you make a copy, it changes the size values. So you
I'm
can
trying to
make one.
scale this up because the square space they seem to be a little bit bigger.
Nah, I'm probably going to add a grid.
Oh, this is not too bad though. Are we that tiny, like the card there?
Huh. It does have a grid on, but it's not showing.
I see a grid on it, but the squares are like
Really big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see a grid at all.
Oh, the grid is underneath. The grid is on the table underneath. That's why.
Mm.
It's not on your map.
Guess we can't use a grid then.
Because this map is not sitting on the table right now. It's like floating.
Oh well.
You
Yeah.
can still set the grid, and then when we move the character, you can see the distance, like we're moving. You know.
These are
So that-
10-foot squares, which means
Like
you
the
have to
big ones?
choose a corner to stand in.
Okay. So the size of our characters are pretty good though.
Yes, yes.
It's just the card that is like, and then the quad loot takes the entire block, kind of, or bigger.
So you guys are out in the desert during the sandstorm when suddenly you hear a roar.
A roar.
A roar.
Do we roll initiative?
Yes.
So I'm blinded, and I hear a roar through the gale force sound of the storm.
Wow, again, another 9. Riveting.
Everybody's kind of behind the cart, if I remember. Yeah.
No, I also have goggles.
Okay. All right, position you guys on the table. Where you at? Did we roll for Daggerma, and would Varenza look for humanoids, like to detect them?
He cannot detect giants.
Damn
Are
it.
giants considered monstrosities?
They're considered
No, they're
giants.
Giants.
Would Daggerma be capable of maybe, I don't know.
I'll make a roll for Daggermaw. Con save. Rolled an 8, failed. Daggermaw's blinded. The only person that can
Very
see is
that person
Gramorn, so
sees
Gramorn, make a perception check.
What happens if I look through my echo, though? Like, is that immune to blinded? I'm pretty sure it is.
I guess so.
I got a 22.
Okay,
Like,
so
I'm blind.
Gramorn, you hear the roar of the giants, and you can sort of make out the faint outline of their encampment. And the three giants are looking out across the desert at the party
Oh, man.
with hunger in their eyes. So
I believe there's some large creatures ahead of us.
now is the time to roll some initiative.
Hang on.
I'm gonna kill him.
No! Fucking one! This is what it's like to be long.
Well, the giants have a -1 on their roll, so maybe they'll do worse than you. They could get a 0.
Yeah, I got pretty
Are,
bad.
are you are you building sand dunes, Skywell?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I'm just trying to smooth off the edges here. I'm painting a little bit. If it's distracting, I'll stop.
No, keep going. I was just like intrigued.
Yeah, these dunes look like such trash.
Looks like potato chips. I like it.
Oh, well, I guess. If you
I think the only one I like is this one. It's not your fault. It's not your design that I dislike. It's the original object I dislike.
Well, if you don't, get too close to the horizon, it looks kind of cool. But yeah, if you get your face down on the deck, it does look like potato
Yeah,
chips.
yeah.
I was expecting them to behave like this one. Like, you see how this one sinks into the ground and it just looks like a little dune? Like, I was expecting them all to be like this instead of like shit like these ones. I don't know what the
Well-
point of these ones is.
All right, I'll delete. I guess. Yeah. Okay. It looked
That's
cooler
fine, leave it,
from a
it's fine.
top down.
Nah, it's good. You don't have to delete it. It's only
don't you have
it's only a
a-
little encounter map. We're gonna be here and then gone.
Don't you have an advantage on initiative now with that new weapon?
He's got +3. It's Vrenza that has
Wow.
advantage on initiative.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I've done okay. What about Saul? What's his bonus? He has
I've already done Sol. I
+3.
rolled way better than I rolled, which
Okay.
is a 19.
Yeah, I did Varenza and the Daggerma. I thought Daggerma had like a bigger bonus than that.
Nah, just luck.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's always like 22 and shit like that. Okay.
The giants are huge, which means they extend out of their square into half of the 3 squares around them. They are a 3x3, and these are 2x2 squares.
Right.
Has everybody rolled?
Yes.
15.
All right.
Indeed.
So,
I think so.
Sia says, my eyes, I'm blind, in a sing-songy voice. And he rolls a con save. He does not succeed. Sand gets in his eyes, and so he will follow along.
Does he have prestidigitation, whatever?
He's going to give a bardic inspiration to Gramorn.
Make sure you're keeping track of these resources.
Yeah.
You've already used Bardic Inspiration twice, so...
Well, this is the second
Mhm.
time, isn't it?
Yeah, in the day.
Well, this is the second time.
Yeah.
So he's got one more use left.
Came in handy last time.
Yeah.
So the giants, they're going to charge in, and the giants got movement speed 40, so they're going to go 80, which is 8 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plop him here.
What is our vision?
Blind.
No, but if we can see, what is our vision capacity?
If you make the DC 15 con save, that means that you can see the giants. For a moment, there's a gap in the sandstorm where you can see the giant across the board.
Does that only happen once per turn, or is that throughout the entire combat?
It says you can make that con save once per turn. So this turn, Soul could see nothing, and he's hanging on to people, and so he grabbed Grimorn and said, "Bardic Inspire." So the desert giants, they're charging in and roaring, stamping the ground. You can hear their heavy footfalls in the sand. Thump, 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 thump. And they're screaming out a battle cry Rah! As they hold their like giant mace-type weapons, big, heavy, blunt weapons, high in the sky, swinging them about. They see meat and they're headed towards it. Vrinsa is going to squint into the desert, roll a 2, and even though blinded, will try to take a shot towards the screaming with disadvantage. A 19 and a 1. That is a crit fail. So, for some reason, all of my web pages have like blanked and have to reload, which is kind of annoying. Okay. Weapon attack, critical fail. You lose your footing while attacking and fall head first. You fall prone. Roll a con save. Nat 18. On a failure, you take 2d6 damage and are knocked unconscious. All right, so Vrenza tries to shoot, but the wind knocks Vrenza right over. Vrenza uses some movement to stand back up and then go 5, 10... Well, actually, she can't go far because she's tied to Grimorn, so she'll just step forward, and that's it. Oren?
So I am blind right now.
You start blind. You can roll a con save to try to not be
now?
blind this turn. Yep.
Okay, then I will do so.
If you can beat that DC 15 con save, your eyes are not full of sand.
That is not it. So
All right.
I have to stay here.
So you have the blinded status. You can't see anything. You can hear the giants.
What I will do is that there's a person next to me. Let's see. Morg looks like.
Yeah.
I'm going
In front of you.
I'm next to him on the chain here. I'm going to grab out to his arm and then use. The soul knife has this telepathic power.
Yes. I should probably make mention. You can establish telepathic communication between yourself and others, perfect for quiet infiltration. As an action, choose one or more creatures you can see, up to a number of creatures equal to your proficiency bonus, in this case 3, and then roll 1 psionic energy die. For a number of hours equal to the number rolled, the chosen creature can speak telepathically with you, and you can speak telepathically with them.
He's blinded, though, so he can't see anybody.
Okay, well, I'm going to intone to him. It sounds like giants. Can you see anything? And he's going to be saying, no!
Basically.
But at least I've done something.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
that's my
there
turn.
are.
Degramaw is going to defensively move in front of Varenza and bark, 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 bark. Can Degramaw see? No, Degramaw cannot see. So Degramaw will just take the dodge action, running around in circles around Varenza's legs. Morg, what do you do?
I'm going to. Even if I have goggles, can I just clearly see through the desert, or is there still like some kind of like blinding, kind of like night vision or anything like that?
If you have goggles on, you are not blinded. You can just see the giants.
Okay. Do they only have like melee-looking weapons?
Looks like it. But giants can throw giant boulders, which are scattered all over the place.
Okay. I'm going to move. Am I chained to anybody?
Nope.
Okay.
Those are 10-foot squares, by the way.
The people that could not
Oh, they
see,
are? Okay.
the people that could not see tied each other together or held onto each other, but I guess if you could see, you didn't have to.
Alright, I'm gonna move over here and take the dodge action.
All right. Move over to that dead animal and dodge. Keldor, you create your psionic clone. Your echo.
Yeah, well, Echo's kind of always just been out. I've got my arms around the Echo, and I'm looking through the Echo.
Gotcha. Your echo can see because dust does not affect an echo.
It cannot be blinded.
You can do your check every turn too.
I kind of don't have to. My character is already blind.
He's only going to have disadvantage if he himself makes an attack.
Yeah.
His
if
echo
I
would
try
not.
Yeah. I can't attack while I'm looking through my Echo either.
Can your echo like do decent damage or?
Same as him?
It can take my attacks for me, and it has one attack for itself, but I have a limited amount of times that I can attack through it without sacrificing my action. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, did Morg shout out that he saw the giants?
I see 3 big ones!
Oh, fantastic!
Open your eyes!
Open
They're
your eyes.
coming!
We're about to witness perfection. So, all right. I'm just gonna dash. I can't dash with my Echo. So. There you go. I move in that direction.
Okay, you move your echo. You're done?
Yeah, I don't want to get too far from the party, so I'm not going to dash.
Krius, can you see?
Yes.
You can see the giants. What do you do?
I will cast a bless. And I was supposed to prepare bless tokens and I forgot. Give me a sec.
So you're going to bless 3 of the party with the power of the fire god.
4 of them.
4 of them. So this should give Orin some clue that Grimorn is a cleric of fire.
Yeah, you see that I take out my lantern, which
I won't
is
see
the
anything.
Oh, well, I'm giving you bless, so
But
I might have a better roll.
I will hear.
You'll hear the prayer.
Prayer, right?
And then you'll feel really warm inside.
Oiron finally realizes that Greymorn is in fact a priest of fire, and the entire argument that he had with Keldor over whether or not to burn the woman alive wasn't evidence enough.
Well, I mean,
Right.
wanting to burn people doesn't mean you're a cleric of fire. It just means you like to burn people.
I guess.
And Varenza's next to me, and Varenza is not able to see, huh?
No, Varenza's blinded by the sand hitting her in the eyes.
So I will cast a guidance on her.
What's that at, a D4?
Yep. And then what I'm gonna do is hide behind this pile of rock and kind of put myself on my stomach so I can like take cover behind it.
Okay. So Sia is going to, well, Soul is going to squint and be blind. So,
Oh, so I give, so if you didn't notice, I give bless to Morg, bless to Keldar, bless myself, and Iran as well.
all right.
Where is it? 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 There it is.
1d4 to attacks and saving throws.
Could you
Yeah.
cut and paste each of those figurines? They're showing up as a white box for me.
The one that I named?
The bless. You know what I mean? Cut and
Oh,
paste?
That might not be a good idea. Oh, no, never mind. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. After you Control X, Control V, it'll show up for me. I'm looking at his character and what he can do. He's got spells. Maybe he'll cast something. It doesn't look like he's got anything real useful that he could do right now. I guess he could mirror image himself for some extra defense.
He's got that bow. He can shoot things.
Not if he's blind.
You can make the con save. I'm sure that bards are wonderful at making con saves.
I'm gonna give it a try.
He doesn't want to get smacked by a bunch of giants, so he's going to mirror image himself.
Good idea.
All of his mirrors are very small. Midget mirrors.
Could spread the mirrors all around the place.
The mirror images move in and out through his body. They always
Oh.
stay sort of in and around his space, so it makes it hard to tell which one's the real him. That's him.
Okay.
The desert giants will move another 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Where's power attack in the DMG? Just gotta make sure that I know what I'm adding.
We're getting cornered by a bunch of giants. Normally not a good thing.
-5 penalty. Add 2 plus your strength mod.
The giants charge in. All right. Vrenza is going to squint.
She has a guidance, so don't forget that.
All right, I rolled a 4, and with mods, Vrenza is able to see enough to shoot. We'll take a shot. Looks like a hit. With a regular bow, you can make 2 attacks, right? It's a longbow.
No, not in their class.
It's a ranger. Rangers have 2 attacks, don't they?
No, not
the
her. She's a beast master.
Ah, that's right. Gotcha.
But
Okay.
She does have sharpshooter.
So
So
7 damage.
I know she has a bunch of poisons.
Okay.
Her dex is 18, so
Oren, what do you do?
Well, the first thing I need to do is roll again to see if I can give a peek.
you are blessed. So that will assist you with your roll.
An extra d4 on your saves.
There you go.
Oh,
17.
17 plus.
All right, you have line of sight on the giants this turn.
Okay, well, I will take this time, seeing that they have left the kink and the rest of them down back that way. These prisoners are of a smaller concern than the giants at this point.
They're in nets. They can't get out.
Okay, I'm gonna move up with them. Actually, I don't need to move up. I can just stay back here. Because that distance...
These are 10-foot squares, remember?
1, 2, 3... Oh, they are? Oh, yeah, okay. I do need to come up to them. I'll come up to them and use my soul knife ability. I get 1 attack or 2? I don't...
You get 1 attack. You get 1 attack, but you can bonus action attack again with a d4 damage instead of a d6.
Okay. Well,
I thought
then-
at his level,
Monks
doesn't he
don't
get 2
extra
attacks?
attack. No,
Level
monks
8?
don't get it. They get...
He's not a monk. He's a
Sorry,
rogue.
not monks. Rogues don't get it.
Okay, so the first
No,
one-
but the
Yeah,
soul knife
tiny
does. Have you looked at soul knife? Do you know what you're talking about?
Yes, I have.
Well, I'll just make the 1 roll, and in the storm, I have a hard time seeing. I wildly throw out a blast of psychic power, but it goes wide.
Because Caster Blaster always threw 2.
Yeah, he can throw one as his action and one as his bonus action, but the one with his bonus action uses a D4 instead of a D6. It's on here. It's literally copy and paste here.
So I'm making another attack or no?
Okay, have you made your first attack?
Yeah.
Right. You don't get extra attack because an enemy has to be within 5 feet and you don't have advantage. So you're just pressing. You've made the attack roll, yeah?
Okay, clear. Then I'm done then.
Well, you've still got your bonus action.
Which I can use to disengage or... Oh, dodge is a thing too, isn't it?
Well, the Soul Knife
No,
can also
no.
throw a second knife that does a D4 damage instead of a D6.
Yeah.
So that's what I was saying. You can make 2 attacks.
Also,
Look,
you can't dodge as
Either
a
way,
bonus action.
I'm gonna roll a d20 and you guys decide what happens with it. There we go.
That's to hit.
Natural 1.
Amazing.
Oh no.
Amazing.
A
So
2
let's
and a
assume
1.
that he's hitting someone with his. He's making a psychic attack, ninja, or a spell attack, I guess.
All right. You drop your weapon. Doesn't matter.
I drop my brains.
Your weapon was going to disappear after you threw it anyway, so dropping it does nothing.
Yeah.
And if you have a bonus attack, then you can dodge.
That
or
was his
you can-
bonus.
Okay.
Yeah, that was his bonus.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Dagger Maw's going bark. Bark, 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 bark. Can't see a thing. Dagger Maw's going to... Vrensis says, like... Charge at them when you can see them, and Dagger Maw is going to go bark, bark. And Dagger Maw is going to ready an action to do the charge attack. Is that possible? Can you ready a... Yeah, I guess it's considered part of the attack. Anyway. Morg, what do you do?
I'm going to call upon the clouds and make thunder cloud appear and call lightning right in the middle, and all 3 of them have to make a dex save or take 3d10 lightning damage,
Or they'll take half.
or they take
Yeah.
half on a successful save. DC is, what is DC again? You calculate as 8 plus your wisdom and proficiency?
Yep.
Or casting modifier. So 6 plus 8, 14.
Wait, do you add proficiency to that? I think it's just your modifier.
No, it is
Skill
proficiency to a DC.
Yeah,
Is it?
all right. All right. They have all rolled 15s, so...
They failed. Or they... Oh, 14 you said?
They have a -1, so that's 14, 14, and 14.
Oh, that is the DC though.
Okay, so
Oh
they
wait, spell DC. No, to calculate spell DC is 10 plus. Wait, spell level plus ability modifier.
yeah, it should be
Isn't it
That
8?
doesn't
eight.
make sense.
It should be 8 plus.
It's
Probably looking
8
at something
plus your
else.
proficiency plus your mod plus your spell mod.
Okay, yeah, that's just 14. So they take half of 3d10. 3d10s. Why isn't it showing up? It's a 10, 4, 7, that's 21, so they take 10 points of damage each.
Ouch.
Lightning.
Thunder and lightning.
The giants roar in surprise as a bunch of sandstorm lightning comes down into the sky and blasts them.
The cloud is... what's 60 feet? I'm gonna put it here.
You don't want to put yourself in it. You're going to take damage too.
Huh? Oh, well, the cloud, I select, like, I can cast the lightning anywhere in the cloud space.
Oh.
But the explosion of the lightning bolt itself is only a 5-foot radius around.
Nice to see that you're willing to destroy my echo.
What, lightning's gonna hurt your echo?
No, he's saying that it's
Yeah,
just a
I see.
cloud. You don't have to worry about a
Yeah.
cloud.
I can,
mind.
yeah, I can direct where the lightning goes, in the cloud.
He can call down lightning from above, and this cloud is swirling overhead, so your echo's fine.
Oh wait, did we actually grid the thing to be 5 feet squares?
No, I've just spent some time drawing inaccurate lines. Just so we know where everything is.
All right.
Okay, yeah, that's
my turn.
about 60
Yeah.
radius.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to... how far is this? 5, 10, 15, 20...
Oh wait, that's diameter 60 feet, not 60 radius. It's supposed to be way bigger.
Oh, for the cloud?
Yeah, the cloud's
covers-
like way bigger.
Yeah, it covers half the map.
Okay, so I am going to despawn my echo. I'm going to move 5,
I hope you saved a copy that time.
15... Yeah. I'm going to move over here 15 feet.
Yeah, it's one unstable.
Then I'm going to, as a bonus action, resummon my echo. So it makes you question why I bothered deleting it in the first place. My echo is gonna glitch through the map. It's gonna burrow. Do you see that? It's burrowing. It's
I see
burrowing
it.
under the map.
What the
And it
hell?
pops out in that space.
That was fun.
It's alive! The haunted echo.
It's alive. It's alive. Okay. Anyway, I've moved the echo over there, and let's start unloading attacks. So. I have to make a DC con check first to make sure that I'm not blind. Oh boy, here we go. Okay.
If you're blind, does that make your echo attack disadvantaged?
Yes.
Interesting.
It's any modifiers that I'm under, the echo is also under.
Gotcha.
But it's the other way as well. So, if you know what I mean.
Why don't you just do a con save?
Oh fuck.
Since you have like bless on top of it.
There's my con save, 13. Didn't you say the con save was 15?
Yeah, it's a DC 15 each turn, otherwise you are blinded.
Did
Disadvantage.
you add your plus D4 for bless?
Oh yeah. Okay. Please.
To a higher.
2 or higher. Don't give me a 1. 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 Are you fucking kidding me?
It's a
1. I hate this game.
Jinxed.
I'm trying to help.
Oh well.
Damn.
With the disadvantage, you might still hit. Let's see.
Oh, well, let's see. I'm not going to try power attacking because that's suicide. So, let's see here.
Who knows? You might roll a natural 20.
And you have a modifier +7 too. Man.
Plus 9. That's just my con. So, 20... What, no? What the hell? Why is it saying 20?
11 plus 9. Oh, wait, no. 5 plus 9. Because you didn't roll disadvantage. You just rolled it and it added
Oh, I pressed it.
14 to hit.
Oh, well. Does a 14 hit these giants?
Yeah.
Yeah? Ooh, jeez. What's their AC? Tell me, Ninja.
I don't
What's their
have to
AC?
tell.
And you hit him.
It's a mystery.
Alright, fine. I'm gonna use the fire form. I'm gonna activate my sword's fire form, so for a brief instance, my blade starts sparking with flames. Rolling
Oh.
damage.
Ramorn gets wet.
He's getting a little chubby over here.
23. I'm not gonna re-roll any of that.
Nice.
That's my first attack. Nice. Now for my second attack at disadvantage, done right this time, hopefully. This time I've pressed roll this. Ooh. 17. Still a hit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use... I'm not gonna use fire form again. I'll just do the flat damage. Rolling that. I'll keep that. 13. And yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna use another Unleash Incarnation to have my Echo attack one more time. But again, disadvantage because, you know, all the mobs that affect me affect it. Oh, hang on. Wrong button.
What? It's over 9,000.
Fuck you! Why is it always a 5? There's a
Still
14.
hits.
Yeah.
Good. It's always a 5, I swear. It's always a... I hate 5s. I hate 5s with a passion. Rolling damage. I'm gonna re-roll 2 of those ones.
Oh yeah, great weapon fighter.
Uh-huh. A 3 and a 2. So 3, 2, and 2.
So plus
7 plus 6. 13 damage.
13 damage.
not bad.
Okay, so the hit
That's
that did
everything I got.
the hit that did 23 damage was beyond his wound threshold, and I failed his con save with a nat 1, which means he has a bleeding wound and is bleeding 1 point per turn.
Awesome.
Cool.
I'm gonna go into the drawing tool and I'm gonna do a little red dot right there. See that little red dot? See that little red dot right there? That's blood because he's bleeding.
Yeah.
He's bleeding now. Yeah.
I marked it as B1 on his figurine there. All right, so Keldor goes crazy with 3 attacks. Chop, chop, chop. And Gramorn, what do you do?
Completely forgot I had bless on all of them, but
Does 18 would 18 be exceptional? Does adding a D4 and getting a 4 matter?
probably not.
I will raise, and I'll take my lantern. and
Exceptional would be a 23.
Okay, now we know what there is.
I trigger my fire affinity to add additional damage and reroll ones,
Gotcha.
and I will cast a fireball.
Ooh, dropping a fireball in the midst.
And I'm lagging a bit, so okay. Oh, somebody's moving it. To hit them all, yeah, and they have to roll a DC 16. It's level 3.
With their -1. This is going to suck. So I need 17s on the dice.
Nice.
I'll do them all on the auto roller here. Looks like fail, fail, and fail. Full damage.
Let me, what is it? 8d6, I think. Yep. Wrong dice.
Don't worry, guys. We just gotta wait until the sun comes up, and then they'll turn to stone.
Ooh.
Nice.
Damn. Wait a second.
You're thinking of trolls.
So they're
These are dying.
taking. They're all taking 48 damage.
Ouch.
Yeah. Look at the rolls. I got a bunch of 6s in there.
Damage.
The Lord of Flame is on our side. And I might have killed one. I'm not sure.
Okay, this one that was in the front that already took a bunch of damage from Keldor's Echo, the fireball hits him in the back and obliterates his spine, and he's going to collapse like a tall tree, landing in a heap. He goes unconscious.
And and I'll hide behind the rocks again.
All right. C is going to squint into the darkness. So Soul's going to say, I can't see a thing! This blasted sandstorm, it's impossible. He's going to hear Gramorn praying, and he's going to move over here.
Take cover. They might throw some rocks at us.
All right, so he stumbles in your direction blindly and bumps into your back, and he's like, oh, there you are. The 2 remaining desert giants, they're looking at they're looking here. This giant is going to move. He goes he goes to here. And this giant's going to get close to Keldor, and when Keldor's like this close, he's going to swing. He's got a 24 to hit Keldor.
Oh, okay, well he hits, but it's not an exceptional.
No.
24 to hit. Come on. Make me bleed.
So he brings his club down in a big overhead arc, and he slams the ground where you're standing. It hits like a truck. You take 24 damage. Roll a con save.
All right. I got 18.
All right. You do not take a bleeding wound. You only took 24 damage. The giant's going to glare. He's going to swing again.
You said 24 damage, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
This time he's got a 15 to hit.
Ah, sorry, sir. This breastplate's made of thrycreen, Triton.
Okay, so he swings in an overhead arc with the first attack, and then he does like a side-to-side swing on the other one, and you're able to duck under it. This giant in the back, he's going to pick up a boulder. Or no, he's going to pick up this skull. And he's going to hold it over his head, and he's going to chuck it. And he throws it at... Let's see. Gramorn.
I'm over here. I'm taking cover though. I don't know if it's gonna help.
Damn, that guy's got an arm.
Have you considered national sports?
Yeah. You have a contract. I'm a manager.
Yeah, you got a point there. He's going to target. He's going to target Morg instead.
Fuck my mouth.
So here comes a big ass skull flying at you. It's 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That hits. All right.
Man, you should have shooted at me.
What's the damage? I have to roll a con save. 10 or the damage, whatever's higher, right?
It remains to be seen. Hang on. So the skull hits you, and it's gonna do 21 damage. So yeah, that does call for a con save.
So I roll. Wait, is it the amount of damage, or is it like the damage?
The threshold is 12 plus your con modifier.
Okay.
If it's over that, there's a chance that you'll get a wound.
1 second though. If you have bless, it's a D4 that you had to the number rolls to an attack roll
rolls and
or a
saving
saving
throws.
throw. Oh, it's not a saving throw. Okay.
No, it is.
Yeah, it is.
It is. It's a con
Con
save.
saving throw.
Oh yeah, so do your con save so you can have the D4 to your con save.
Okay, 20.
Right there.
Okay. You do not take a bleeding wound from the skull. It hits you the blunt side first instead of the teeth side first.
Do I have to roll a con save for the concentration spell for the ball lightning though?
I believe so, yeah. If you take damage, you have to roll a con save.
Yay, go again! Oh, even better. Okay, 22. So I maintain concentration too.
Yep. All
That
right.
was a big ass boulder. All right. Oh wait, can I use the 9 vulnerability thing?
I think so.
What does that do again? I forgot.
Makes it so if I take damage from I don't know if it's any physical damage or if it has to be a melee attack.
Where's the card?
I'm looking for it. I don't know if it got saved. No, I just have it on my Google
Nah,
sheet probably.
It's right here. This is the one. Bronze Amulet of Nigh Invulnerability. Once this item is attuned, charges are gained by a sacrifice of life force, draining of you a con point. When you are hit, you can activate it to gain resistance to non-magical... Yeah, you can activate it. It'll use up one of its
Okay.
charges.
Okay, so I would take 10 points of damage instead.
Oh, give me a second. I'll have the.
So it's only going to have 2 charges left after that.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to do that like right away. That way you say, I only took 10 damage. You don't have to make the con save for the bleeding wound or any of that stuff.
Oh, true.
Okay.
And
So
we do have these prisoners that you could use for a con point when you want to recharge it. You know?
Oh, that's mean.
They're not all good.
Okay. He's going to grab another bone, and he's going to throw this one at Urin.
Oh god, he might be boned.
So
Ladies and
Urin,
gentlemen, I think all right.
this dinosaur leg comes flying at you through the air. It's a 21 to hit. I think that hits.
Yeah, I believe so.
And it slams into you for... lag. Wow, that's weird. It
Oh,
didn't
fuck,
come
that's
up.
a lot of damage.
It didn't come up at all. Yeah, now it did.
There it
30.
is, 30.
30 damage.
Damn, that's a heavy hit. So your character's got the little plus and minus there, so we can just hit this minus button until you're at 13.
I need to roll a con save.
30. Oh my god.
Yeah, when you take that much damage, you have to roll a con save. It's a Grit and Glory thing. I use the Grit and Glory book, which adds some extra rules. Okay, yeah, you make the save. You do not receive a bleeding wound.
But I stagger under the blow and drop to a knee.
I just want to point out, Uncanny Dodge, 5th level ability instead of extra attack.
Oh,
Starting
that's
at 5th
right.
level.
I can use a reaction to reduce the damage
hang
by
on.
half.
Although it does say, when an attacker hits you with an attack that you can see, did you
Which
make a
I
con
could
save?
see during that round.
Yeah, he was able to see. He's been on blind, and he was capable of doing an attack.
If you can cut that damage in half, you'll get back 15 hit points. It's a good thing to
There
do.
we go. 15 hit points. Okay. I see the skull flying at me through the sand, and I
And you shit your
reel
pants.
out of the way.
Okay.
Well,
A glancing blow. It still hurt.
Glancing blow.
Yeah.
You know, twists my knees.
Gets you in the side.
All right. The Desert Giants, they're fighting hard. One of them's down. Vrenza is going to squint into the sandstorm and still not be able to see anything. But we'll just shoot wildly in the direction with disadvantage and miss. Fortunately, not a crit fail, because that might have hit Keldar right in the back.
Varenza's not blind anymore.
Why not?
She because she did her con save and she used her guidance and she passed last round.
It doesn't matter last round. It's a new save every round.
Oh, do you? Oh.
Yeah. And this round it was a 5. The sandstorm doesn't go away. It's affecting everybody every turn.
Oh,
Is it
wouldn't that
affecting the
mean that?
giants?
Wouldn't that mean that Oiron would have to redo his con save to use that uncanny dodge then?
Why?
No,
it's a
it's
new
still in the same round.
Yeah, it's
He
still in the
hasn't made
same
an
round.
action
He made
surge.
the save on his turn, so he is not blind for the turn until the next turn starts.
Whose turn is it?
Right now it
Giant.
is Vrenza's turn. Vrenza missed, so it's Oren's turn.
All right. So first thing I need to do is roll
Oh.
to see.
You mean until the start of their next turn?
Yes.
Okay.
So you have one full turn of not being blind, and then you have to make a new save when your turn comes up.
Yeah, got it.
Mhm.
7.
Okay.
I'm guessing I cannot see again.
You cannot see. All you can do is aim by hearing, so you can shoot in the general direction. Fortunately, they're pretty big targets, but it will give you disadvantage to hit.
Okay.
I would recommend going for this one because since I'm within 5 feet of it, you can use your sneak attack.
So it's a disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
So it's a 9 plus.
Plus your sneak attack.
Nah, sneak attack only adds to
Can't
damage.
sneak attack when I'm blinded.
Yeah, but the dex will still give you enough of a plus to hit it. They only they have 14 or something like that.
What's your hit modifier?
Well, proficiency bonus, right?
And dex.
And
I just want to
dex,
hang
so
on.
that
I just
would
want to.
be a. Okay, I don't. Okay, well I'll make sure.
Skywell,
that when it comes out in
Skywell,
the
come over
wash,
here.
It'll be dex 20.
Skywell, come over
So-
here. Come to your roller. Come to your roller. Right.
Yes.
Come to your roller. Right. Earlier on, well, because I was bored, I've already added your modifiers. So, this button here, that's your attack. That's your attack roll. This second button over here, that's your first button. That's your first attack. That's your main action attack. This one is your bonus action attack. And what you do is you press this button, and if you've got sneak attack, you press this button over here. This is your sneak attack button.
Right.
It adds it on, okay?
And then you hit roll.
And then you hit roll.
Okay. Well, it wouldn't
And
be
y-
sneak attack right now, so.
And
I'll
you
just-
have a.
No,
you
it would
have
be sneak attack. I'm
I do
within.
a plus 5 damage from something.
Yeah, that's your dex mod. 'Cause
Your
right
dex
now,
mod is plus 8, so you got 18 to hit.
No, we're talking about damage now.
Oh, so I'm not sure.
yeah, it's still +5. You got a +5 dex.
Yeah.
All right then. Must be a 5th edition thing.
Who are you? Hang on. Who are you aiming at? Are you aiming at the one next to me? This guy.
Sure.
Okay, right. So, is this your main action?
Yes.
Okay, so you press this button. I'm gonna make you do it. Press this button. If
That's
you're
what I
using your
did.
main action, it's this one. Yeah, but you didn't finish it.
And then
Okay.
You have to actually
then
hit roll or it
attack.
doesn't roll.
No. Don't. No, he did, but he didn't add a sneak attack.
All right.
So press this
Okay.
button here.
If you can't see, you can't do a sneak attack.
Yeah, you can. Once per
Okay, is
turn,
this some 5th
you can
edition
deal.
stuff?
Once per turn, you can deal an extra 1d6 to you hit with an advantage on the attack roll. Must use you don't need advantage on the attack roll. Yeah, there's nothing about it saying you need to have sight. It's just an
I
attack.
have disadvantage.
Yeah, but you don't need it.
Your disadvantage is on
You
your hit.
either
I'm going along with it. Okay.
It's different
You
rolls, so
either-
the disadvantage is on your attack roll, but it doesn't affect your damage roll. If you manage to hit with disadvantage, then you just roll your full damage. And because an ally is within 5 feet, you add the extra sneak attack.
Yeah. You
24.
either need advantage or someone needs to be within 5 feet. So there we are. Your damage is 24 for the first attack,
There we go.
and you still have your bonus action.
Um,
Why are you there?
He's moving up.
Oh, you're,
next to the 5 foot, next to the person, right?
Yeah,
Next to the
but
person.
you're using your psychic blades, and your psychic blades have a range of 60 feet.
Oh, because I'm next to Morg. That's what it is.
So
Oh,
you're
okay.
really better off staying where you are.
Okay,
like,
that works
really,
for
really.
me. All right.
The Soul Knife is a ranged fighter. They throw a lot of knives.
And now use your bonus action.
They're like Danny
So-
Trejo from Desperado.
So press the D4 one. Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry, you were doing it right.
Plus
Sorry.
8, right?
Yeah. I was sorry. Your bonus action attack.
Another hit.
15 does a hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
And is that going to be?
You gotta clear it every time
yeah,
you do a
clear it.
roll.
Is that going to be a D4 plus 46 again as well?
Yep. Yes, it is. I'm still within
Alright.
5 feet.
Well, you can only sneak attack once per turn, so he would not add
Oh,
the
yeah.
extra
Sorry.
d6s.
Yep. You're right. Yeah. Sorry.
Well, then D4 plus 5.
Yes.
you got it.
60
30 damage total.
Another 6. All right.
Good little roll.
You hit him with one magic psionic dagger in each of his giant nipples, and he lets out a wail of pain.
And ironic pleasure.
Dagger Maw will squint. Nat 18. Dagger Maw charges. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. All right. Dagger Maw charges in. Makes one bite, which hits. What's Dagger Maw's damage? It is a D8 plus 7. That's 13 damage, biting his feet.
Nice. I'm gonna miss the Dagger Maw.
What are you talking about? Who's gonna miss Daggermore when you have the biggest piece of, personality in the entire group? My Echo. He's done so many things like,
Smack a
and
giant till
also
it bleeds.
All right, Morg, what do you do?
brimming with personality.
I call lightning on this one. Fall into his head, electrocuting his helmet of gold.
He fails his save. He takes the full damage.
He takes all of 50. Wait, what? Why does it look like there's 2 rolls?
I don't know, but
15
15
damage.
is fine.
Same rolls.
Might have just double-clicked by accident. All right, so that giant, struck by lightning, lets out a growl.
Hail the Thunderlord! I'm not a lightning priest.
Do you want to move? Do anything else?
I will. Wait, to separate myself, is that bad for Orin?
Yeah, maybe, maybe not. You just don't want to get lost in the sandstorm.
I'm fine, I have my goggles. I'll move 5.
Well, I mean, he doesn't want to get lost in the sandstorm.
Oh,
But
okay, yeah.
you could just shout at each other after the battle.
I'll just stay next to him, it's fine.
Okay, Keldor.
Keldor, my turn. Yay. So let's first of all establish whether or not I can see. Rolling that DCJ, con save. Yeah, 22. I can see. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, so here's how it goes down in Funky Town. First of all, I'm going to bonus action swap places with my Echo again. So. Was I there or there?
I think
Okay,
you were in this one, in the corner there.
All right, I'll move over here a little. And now I should be flanking. Is
Yep.
that correct?
Correct.
Yay! And using my own mucho muscles, I am going to start unloading attacks with power strikes because I'm a naughty bitch. Let's see here. So
A little extra damage.
add the d4 from Bless. Come on, come on, come on. 15. Does that hit?
Yeah.
You'll notice that it's a +4. That means that I get to do bucket loads. That means this is the new roll.
Hang on, was that right?
Yes.
Wouldn't it be a 7 and a 4 advantage to attack? Or am I reading that wrong? What was the attack roll there?
Sorry, the attack roll was meant to be at advantage, but I forgot about the advantage part. So that was the one roll was the 7. The +4 was from Bless, and it's normally a +9, but I've reduced that by 5, so it's a +4 instead.
All right, gotcha.
Okay. So I've just done 22 damage with one attack.
He dies.
Great.
He keels over.
Yay. Oh, I don't have enough movement to get to the other giant, and I've already used my bonus action, so I can't swap again.
A lot of rough terrain, climbing over a giant to get to him anyway.
I'm kind of stuck, so I'm gonna 5, 10, 15. I'm just gonna move there and hope that he doesn't come near me.
Okay.
That's my
Krias.
turn.
Wishful
Okay.
thinking.
I will cast a guided bolt on him, a higher level.
Can you see him, though?
Yeah, I have a mask.
That's right. You got the mask on. Fire away, then.
And I do have bless on top of that. Let me double check. So.
These giants are cool. They do so much damage. If they hit hard. I like using them as enemies. Anytime you guys go out into the open desert or near the Silt Sea, I'm totally going to use these guys again. But probably in greater numbers.
I had a look in the back of Grit and Glory. Apparently, if you're level 8, you should be going up against a character that can deal 40 damage around.
And they totally can.
I thought there was an option to add bless on these cards.
Yeah, Mad God was just adding it as a D4 roll.
I'm gonna roll manually my bless, okay?
All right.
I'm gonna get a +1 to hit. Okay, do I hit with a 25?
Exceptional.
Okay, so I hit it with 22 damage.
All right.
And now he glows, and the next attack on him is gonna be with an advantage.
Heavy damage. He fails his con save. He's bleeding. And then C is going to squint and finally succeed. Does Sol have a ranged weapon?
Yes, his bow.
Lightning short bow +1. All right. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That hits.
He has advantage too on his roll.
Because bless? Or...
no, because of the guided bolt.
No, the guided bolt. Well, that's even better.
You said that he was using his bow, right?
Yeah.
He can add on a one of his arcane shot options. It's one of these two: shadow arrow or grasping arrow.
2d6 psychic. Adds an extra 4 damage. 14 damage. Which is enough to drop it. He hits it right in the face. He collapses in a heap. Congratulations, you've defeated the 3 ravenous giants.
Yeah, killer of giants.
Vrenza will raise a cheer and call back Daggermaw with a whistle. And Daggermaw charges over. Bark, 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 bark.
Barely a challenge.
Does anyone want to grill giant? And every
Depends.
6 seconds, I start hitting one of them with lightning.
Lightning. Fresh cooked giant.
Not a little bit cannibalism, is it?
Man, they're not humanoids. They're giants.
Nobody likes giants, especially not people from Altaruk. These are your sworn enemies. Altaruk's right on the coast of the Silt Sea, and the giants, they like to wade around in the Silt Sea and eat people as they take their boats across the Silt Sea. So there's...
Do we eat giants?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could if you were hungry enough, but, I mean...
Giants are their own race.
Dumber party, hungry. Hey, I'm starting to drag a little bit.
Yeah, normally we would call it quits around midnight. It's midnight 30 just about. Since you've completed an encounter, do you guys want to call it there? Pick up here next week?
I think that we should spend the last half hour examining the giants' camp, and then next session we can enter Uruk.
You want to see if they had loot?
Yeah, why not?
They've got a roast. A mysterious roast.
Ooh. So what you're saying is that they've got one guy in a chair and all of his friends are sat around him saying all of the things that they find endearing about him, but could also be considered, hurtful or mean.
They caught one of those
Um,
bison
really
things that
gross.
you saw in town, and they were eating it. They were roasting
we're
it over
gonna-
an open fire.
We're gonna eat that. That's for sure.
They also have this barrel, which contains some scraps. Let's see what the scraps contain. I'll roll up some random stuff.
I will cast a detect magic once we have everything piled up together.
Okay.
But one thing too, I'm gonna set these giants on fire too. Ones that are naked and everything.
Burn, baby, burn.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be keeping us warm for the evening.
While he does all of that, I'm going to lie down next to some rocks with my hand on my chest. Oh, actually, no. Where did you say he cut me? You said it was like a downward motion?
Yeah, you were hit with a giant club, not a cut, so you were just sort of smashed into the sand there.
I see. I'm just going to lie next to the rock and go, oh, I think I'm going to have some heavy bruising.
Come to me later.
Hemorrhaging.
Hemorrhaging.
Oh, so I'm gonna cast some heals on you guys. I'm gonna start with our friend here. With arrow. Or how do you say your name?
Orin.
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 Oh. Yes?
So
Yes.
I'm gonna at some point, in the evening. I'm gonna heal you for 10.
Okay. Thank you. Good sir.
How much healing are you doing, Grimorn?
I
10?
knew
Give me a second.
that I had made the right choice coming along with you all.
I heal Morg for 7.
Okay.
And I have 11 on you, on Keldar.
Oh, thank you.
When you get to the Giants' encampment, you find the remains of some human or humanoids that were defeated and eaten. And there's really not much to find among the remains. And the other thing is sort of like a latrine barrel that the Giants were taking dumps in. Is anybody brave enough to investigate the barrel?
There's no
Do I-
reason for me to do so.
Do I see anything glowing in there when I do the detect magic?
You do not see any glowing.
Investigate the barrel.
All right.
Roll an actual investigation roll.
So I don't see anything
You
glowing.
don't have to roll. You don't have to roll a roll. I just needed to know somebody was willing to investigate the shit barrel. You find that they had eaten an entire arm of one of the adventurers they had killed, and they ate it whole. And he had a bracelet on, so there's a mostly digested arm in the shit with a bracelet that you can loot.
Okay, I'll
But-
take the bracelet.
But we didn't do that. But we didn't do that, right?
Morg said he did.
Oh, never mind.
I did.
Morg swam in the shit river.
He is investigating the barrel of poop, so he finds a
Jump
mithril
into the-
bracelet.
Is it
outhouse.
glowing?
It's so light.
It does not glow, but it is quite valuable because it's made of mithril and moss agate.
Cool. Damn mithril in this world.
Mm.
We
I
didn't
will
find any. We didn't
Dump
find
it
any.
in the sand to tumble the poop off.
Yeah, you clean it off.
We didn't find anything on the giants.
You can loot their weapons, but nobody can use them because they're all oversized, and all of them took fire damage, so they're all sort of damaged and burnt up.
Lightning damage.
Yeah.
nothing in fire.
Aside from the free meal, you can eat that bison meat and the mithril bracelet. The giants didn't have anything of value to take.
Okay.
Uh,
Can we do an investigate to see if there's anything that could be hidden or maybe something under a rock?
Yeah, you're welcome to investigate. The other thing you know is that giant toes are an ingredient.
Yeah, there are nails.
So if you want to get
Ooh,
some,
I
if you want to
know
harvest
where
some
we
giant
can
nail,
find
you could get it.
Giant
You-
toe, eh?
you-
Why does that
you-
sound familiar?
You use that in alchemy to make potions of giant strength.
Correct. Yes.
We can collect that from them and sell them on the market if we don't.
I give Keldar and Oren 10 berries each and say, here, eat these with your meal. They will help you rejuvenate some health.
Alright.
Mm.
I will. Give me a second.
Get
I'll collect the
10
nails
points.
before I burn
Oh
them.
yay!
I'll cast a bless on myself too before I try to collect them.
All right.
I got 12 on my investigate roll, the highest I can get.
Gamarn, did you already heal Oren earlier?
He did.
Yeah.
But so
And he's at 28? Okay.
Yeah. I got a 21 on
no, I'm at
collecting the nails.
30.
He's not modifying his score on his figurine. That's why.
Oh, okay. So what is
I
it at
did on
now?
my character sheet.
Yeah, nobody cares
Oh.
about your character sheet. They care about the number on your figurine.
You got a plus 10.
I thought it was automatic. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Now
I didn't know you
I see.
had that much
Yeah,
health then.
it's got a little plus and
that'd be
minus at the
fine.
either end. Yeah, there you go. You got
Okay,
it.
so that I'd give you 5 berries, not 10 berries. So that'll heal you up to full.
Yeah.
I'll take 3 of them, and then the other 2, Keldor, you can have the other 2 berries. So you're at 83.
It is a lot to learn. Don't feel too overwhelmed.
I ask, does this magic that you use, does it?
Comes from nature.
Who are you
Yes.
asking?
Does it hurt the planet? Does it hurt the land?
He's
Oh,
asking if
no.
you're a defiler.
I'm asking you.
No, I make them grow better, bigger and better.
So druids are rare on Athos, but they're respected because they are preservers of nature. They
And I
protect
can
the environment.
Identify that he is a druid, that he is a real deal.
Well, I mean, he could be lying to you. He might actually be a defiler wizard. You don't know.
You could be a
Mr.
warlock.
Fathers could do that. They could say that, basically.
But you could make an insight check. I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
also when somebody defiles, it will like suck the energy out of life around it. So you'll see like plants wilting or people getting like weaker and stuff like that. around
But
it.
there's no
Is that
plants
common knowledge?
here. Yeah, defilers, when they cast spells, it kills all the plants within 30 feet. And everybody knows about it. That's why wizards are hated so much because, like, imagine you're a farmer and you're a subsistence farmer who can barely scrape out, like, any crops in this harsh, barren wasteland. And then along comes a wizard and he's like, haha, magic missile, and all of your crops instantly die. That's why wizards
That's exactly it.
That's why wizards are
We
hated.
We were farmers, and so, but I would know this. I would know that he just both of them just casted spells, and there might still be like tufts of grass or something like living around here.
Yeah, you didn't see any plants die. There's probably a few little cacti popping up here and there, but you didn't see anything turn to ash by his spellcasting.
And that's exactly what I do. I walk over, I say thank you very much, and I start like looking delicately at these cacti around and inspecting.
All right, just to confirm to make sure he's not an evil defiler.
Right.
Good
Oh,
show,
but-
good show.
You might know of clerics as well. Like they are roaming around, and they
Okay.
have shrines. And...
Yeah, in Dark Sun there are no gods. All the gods are separated from this plane of existence, but the elemental planes do exist, so the clerics all worship one of the 4 elements, or
Right.
technically 6. There's a couple extra ones in there, like
The
What is it?
And in
sun,
terms of
silk,
what's common knowledge to
Rangma.
a general commoner, like I'm able to know the difference between clerics and wizards and things of that nature.
well, he has been praying to the fire god a lot and asking to burn all the corpses
Right.
and doing a lot of religious type things that so fire clerics are well known as sort of these like wandering mercenaries that will take jobs burning the impure and evil people of the world and then sacrificing their bodies to the god of fire.
Okay.
They're sort of
Go ahead and incorporate that into
wandering
what-
zealots. A lot of people know
Okay.
about them.
Then I know about them and I say, well, of all the people that I could decide to fall in with, a cleric of the flame is a good choice.
And a druid.
Ah.
Sorry, just slipped out a little. Just trying to. Don't mind me. I'm just clearing something out of my throat.
Right.
Yeah, you probably inhaled some sand.
Absolutely.
When we get back to Tyr, maybe I can take you to my shrine. We have a giant eternal flame that was erected after burning all the corpse of the enemies.
Mm-hmm. The entire
just don't
Uruk
stand-
army.
Just don't stand too close to it, because I think Ramon
I
will
don't want
push
to
you
be the
into
next
it if he
sacrifice.
feels
Right. Ha, ha, ha.
That was an epic funeral pyre. Hundreds and hundreds of dead Urukite soldiers and halflings and Templars all burned for the god of flame.
They say it was a disco inferno.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a. Sorry, I
Go
rolled
ahead,
a. I got a 21 on collecting the nails
Okay, you get
on these.
You
three
might
three
say
giant
the smell
ingredients.
was
Okay.
funky.
pulling
And
out
the-
their nails.
To brew up some potion of giant strength.
Yeah.
They're considered hill giants.
Okay, that's how you classify them.
I mean, I was calling them desert giants, but I was using the stats for the hill giant. So if you're making a potion, it would be potion of hill giant strength.
Right. Is this
What
where we will
the-
leave off?
Yeah, we're going to call it there. Thanks for watching out there in Twitch land. I'm going to end the stream. Have a good week.
Oh.
Good
See you
night.
later, Twitch.
Thank you.
Night,